and I will share the links out.
All right, let me just grab my drink real quick.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Grab your drink. We're live, but we gotta wait a few minutes. People get in. I gotta get into the studio here.
All right.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna share the links out. We're live now, but
All right. Hello, everybody. Everybody in the archive.
hello everyone in WCW land.
Yeah, apparently.
Milfman, I acknowledge you. Frank is in
Yo.
the chat. Execute Order 66. They sure did.
Oh yeah, and the fire controller because they're pretty much telling us to burn
Person named
and
K. What's
suffer.
going on? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Feel the burn.
it's it's literally like you couldn't have you couldn't have lined up this piece of news at a time where again it seems to be very appropriate with the the downward news trend that they've kind of been on, where it's just been like, come on, really? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, man.
So this calls for Xbox Complainers episode 3.
Episode 3. Yeah, I know. Well, so here's the thing. We did this today because, number one, this news is breaking right now. Number two, you're not going to be on the show tomorrow because you're going away. You'll
Right.
be back on next week. Tomorrow we're going to have a really big show, and I guess now it's going to get even bigger.
Now it's going to get bigger. Absolutely.
What else is going to come out tonight, tomorrow morning, night?
Because now the industry will start talking about it and we'll start getting, a lot of people Stevie Mac's right. A lot of people are starting to comment on my video asking if I heard about the Tango Studios and everything shutting down. So I'm going to have to link them to this and say, yeah, if you want to hear me talk about it,
tweet it out. Tweet it out. Say, hey, you want to hear my thoughts on Tango? I'm live right now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Get everybody in here.
You're not wrong. I mean, this is breaking news. So
this is breaking freaking news.
What's up? What's up, Kay? She's also over from LTRE. Thanks for coming in.
Awesome, Kay. How are you?
Let's see here. We are live discussing.
Gamers to feel the burn what they're doing. We're going to talk about all this, but just getting people in the chat. I'm sharing the socials out. We are live. We are live. Okay, like everybody didn't know already. All right, everybody. What is going on?
Yeah, this is this is really no news is good news, if you really think about it, with Xbox, because any news that you get...
The handheld, Anthony's going to save the galaxy with Xbox. The handheld. Don't worry, Anthony, that handheld's coming. No matter what they do, that handheld's going to save everything.
That's going to be the Band-Aid on this wound, this bleeding, gushing wound that they have right now. It's like, dude, this is not going to fix... This handheld isn't going to fix anything. And guess what? We kind of know, and a lot of people want to know, like, why did Shinji Mikami, why did he leave the studio that he built? Oh, well, maybe because he saw the writing on the wall and was
maybe
like,
they told him, like, bro, we're going to shut your shit down.
Yeah, so we're going to shut this down. Yeah, so if you want to act like you're, retiring, so to speak, but not really, and then make another studio, that's a shame, man, because now there isn't going to be an Evil Within 3. That's out the door.
It's out the window.
You know what I mean?
Just like all the early games. Banjo fans, we hear you!
Yeah, and guess what? Hi-Fi Rush was an amazing game. I really enjoyed it. I like rhythm games. I like music games. And that was a great combination of something, a little bit different, a little bit innovative. They try, and I know, Shinji wasn't, the main guy on that game. He still supervised it. But that was still like a... Look, if that was going to be your last game, that's a pretty good last game to go out on. It shouldn't be your last game. You should have more leeway because of that. Like, oh, this was a successful Shadow Drop because the designers worked their ass off to make a really good game. Oh, well, let's shut you down.
And Redfall, 1 year and 5 days later, today is 1 year and 5 days that Redfall was released. They announced the end of the DLC update, of updated content. The next update's the last update, or that's it. So the game lasted 1 year and 5 days. Brand new IP, right?
Yeah, it's
Instead
like
of fixing the game and trying to like get it going better and all that, nah, let's just kill it. Microsoft did everything that everyone was afraid of. Even though they turned around and said they tripled down saying they wouldn't do this shit.
yeah.
So here's what happened, everybody. You could say, well, you guys are stupid Xbox guys. Okay, here's the thing. When the Xbox was getting their ass kicked by the PlayStation 4, they made the Xbox One X. And from there, along with the backwards compatibility promises, they gained back the trust of a lot of their hardcore fans. So everything they were saying, we were believing because they were proving themselves. They had receipts for this stuff. The minute they bought ABK, everyone's thinking, okay, we're going to get those games and whatever, backwards compatible, Game Pass, all those shit. We didn't get nothing. Then January hits, and all of a sudden, ever since January of this year, they have been on a downward spiral. And I don't know what happened. We will probably never know what happened, or we might know maybe in another 10, 20 years, like the whole Red Ring thing, that story, remember that?
Yeah.
But this is not a good look. This is very bad. And if I were you guys in the chat, you can wait till June to see what they're going to show off, but I'll be honest with you, get rid of the fucking Xbox.
I to be honest
Sell
with
it,
you,
cancel your Game Pass, and just be done with it. Because these motherfuckers, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, brother. These motherfuckers, dude, they lied to everybody. All of us, everyone.
we spent money.
We spent money on it. We fucking defended them when they made... Listen, like I said, they had receipts for everything. So why would I come on here and say, oh yeah, this, and that. They were doing the right thing up until they bought ABK. The minute they got ABK in their hands, that was it, man. They were done. They waved the white flag. And they have the balls to do this a couple days after they announced there's a showcase next month.
Yeah, now how are you even going to get motivation to want to watch that thing?
No. Why would you even want to watch it?
Yeah, because it's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. You're like, dude, I don't even want to watch. Like, we know this is going to be bad. We know this isn't going to save them. The handheld isn't going to save them. The Series X digital isn't going to save them.
Anthony, the handheld is going to save them.
They're like, please help me.
They're going to put Steam on the Xbox. Just buy a fucking computer. Just buy a computer. How lazy could you be? Well, I'm going to wait till the Steam update is for the Series X. Why? Buy a computer. You need Steam on that thing? For real?
Cut out that console.
How the fuck is that even going to work if it's even true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Steam. Yeah, Steam's going to save the fucking... I would have just bought a Steam machine, right? You can still get those online. People have them sealed. They're 100 years old, but you can still find one. Steam, get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, Kay said she worked for Microsoft back in the day to troubleshoot the Red Ring of Death. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
You must have got some calls for some crazy pissed off customers. Definitely.
Even with
but
them?
Yeah. Oh no. I was just saying to your point, like it's literally like, do we even want to see what they have at this thing to say, oh yeah, don't worry, like stay with us for just a little bit longer.
Well, we're covering that showcase because, me, Frank, and Fred are going to be live that day covering it. You're lucky because you're going to be at a wedding.
Yeah.
But the three of us are going to be in the shop, and we're going to cover that thing live. Let me tell you something. If you thought what happened last night with that hammer was something...
Well, you got plenty of consoles to pick from, so pick one and...
Oh, I got the one. The Xbox One.
The VCR?
Every minute that Fable's not released, I will destroy an Xbox One VCR.
Yeah. Like, that's...
man, that'd be funny.
Yeah, and like, we can only hope that, if stuff gets shut down because of, like you said, after the ABK thing, if they're, shutting this down, And even Nick, who he'll be on the show this week when I'm gone, but even he mentioned before he left for work this morning, he was like, "Oh yeah, like they
Do the Jeff
companies
Hardy.
are no companies are known to do this all the time. Like when they acquire shit, they always shut shit down." And so he's like, it's not really surprising sometimes when a company has a lot of money and you see this kind of thing happening. And it's true. I mean, sometimes you see these different changes and it happens all at once. And we're all sitting here like, well, your brand is also suffering on top of your like just release, changes, and you're like no releases at all. And you're lying to the people that are spending money. So that's basically, you're dragging people around for
Oh, by the way, Anthony,
4 years.
Starfield's going to run at 60 FPS on the 15th, 16th, 18th, whenever this thing's coming out.
Yeah.
With screen tearing, because they can't figure it out.
Yeah. And I'm sure on the 5
Shout out to Microsoft.
Fine. Yeah. On the 5 it will be fine. It'll be perfect day one, of course.
Pro, I'm sure it'll run at 60 FPS with no screen tearing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't know.
The thing is right now, I mean, they're basically just helping the sales for PlayStation 5 Pro. They're basically like, yeah, don't even bother, because we're going to be sitting here. Like, for example, you're already talking about this, the handheld, the digital Series X, that, and all this stuff that came out, people are talking about. And it's like, why, like, what are you doing? Because you've been dragging us around for 4 years. This November, these consoles have been out. I would be fair and say both ends of the company, as far as, between Xbox and PlayStation, they both kind of drag their feet with this gen a little bit. Some good things here and there, but now we're in a complete, wall. We're in a complete, like, we're hitting a wall now where everything's becoming stagnant, and you're not keeping the interest of the people that spent money on your machine and ecosystem. You have Xbox people that live and breathe Xbox that are like, I'm done. There's something about that. What is happening? What is changing in that mindset? And that's because you've been dragging us through the mud, who have been helping you, supporting your brand, signing up for Game Pass, buying the Series X a million times, buying the Series S a million times. Like, so it's a very telling thing when they end up doing, these closes and these things that, end up becoming a little bit different. Once, like you said, once they got ABK, that was it, man. These changes started to come really quick. We didn't even have to wait that long. We started to see these changes. As much as we wanted all this stuff to kind of wrap up, as soon as it wrapped up, they're like, yeah, let's start making even worse decisions now. Not even for companies that are, or our developers that are making our stuff, but just for our own brand. Let's just stop making good decisions all of a sudden. Like, what happened? Like, you know what I mean?
We said a year and a half ago on this program, well, on Game Complainers, on this channel, I would say, we said about a year and a half ago, we said, it really seems like they don't care anymore. And guess what? January hit, and they really didn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, like it literally was like a switch. It was like, yeah, this is done now, so it's time. Like, it's time to just change our stance on everything. It's stance on the exclusive games, stance on the future of their console. They switched up all of the, the Brooklyn stuff that we were talking about in the fall when all of that actually leaked. It was like official documents that leaked. They changed everything.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on over there. So the breaking news today is that Microsoft is closing down Arcane Austin, which is the Redfall developer, the Hi-Fi Rush developer Tango Gameworks,
which is founded by Shinji Mikami,
and Alpha Dog Studios, and they're closing down some studio that makes that Doom mobile game, and that game is also sunsetting as of today.
So this all dropped literally within like the hour.
Yeah,
it's always in the morning when this stuff usually drops, and because they got to put out all their press releases and stuff. The official word has to come out, and then we see stuff like this. And again, how are we supposed to get excited for this brand and stick on, for like all the Indiana Jones and all this?
It's over,
it's
man.
like it's so you know what I mean.
If you guys have an Xbox and you like it, keep it. If you want to get rid of it, if you don't care anymore, get off of it.
Yeah,
But I will
keep it
tell
to
you
play
this:
some old stuff if you want,
they
but other than
fucked
that,
us. Now it's time to fuck them. When you're done with Game Pass, that's it. Don't do it anymore because that's how they're making money. And by the way,
that's
Twitter
it.
is on fire right now. It's like literally a dumpster fire.
Oh, I'm
I see
sure.
photoshopped ads of Phil Spencer asking Microsoft to fire this guy. And you know what? He should be fired. He should be fired. It's been long enough that this guy has come out here and said all this bullshit. And, he just leaves the community hanging. The guy sucks. He sucks. The whole team sucks.
Yeah, they can't handle. And the best part is to rub it all in just before we click live on this show. Oh, here's a new controller.
Oh yeah, what's that controller called?
Oh yeah, it's the fire what is it? The Crimson controller? What is this called here? What's the exact name of this?
Well, didn't they call it the burn-in controller?
Yeah. They said, oh yeah, feel the burn. That's pretty much what they said.
I think everyone that got laid off today felt the burn.
Yeah.
Very appropriate that you launch this controller about 15-20 minutes after you make these announcements.
In quotes, literally 22 minutes ago.
Well
feel
played.
the burn today with the Fire Vapor Special Edition controller. Fuck your controller. Burn. Fuck your controller. And yeah, all these people that you let go, they're feeling the burn. And we've been feeling the burn this whole generation because you basically gave us the finger. So we're not going to spend $75 on your controller.
Hey, Phil Spencer, we acknowledge you.
Yeah, yeah, that's the acknowledgement. It's like, dude,
that's his acknowledgement.
What is, what are we doing here? Like, their marketing team is completely ass backwards.
Don't worry, Anthony. They were going to market Hellblade 2 in the movie theaters. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. You were going to see a commercial. Don't worry. That commercial was coming. It's like, dude, there hasn't been any like proper Xbox marketing since the 360. And,
Jamie on, my man.
That's just being honest.
Jamie on, it's over, buddy. It's over, my man.
Microsoft
has closed down Arcane Austin, Tango Gameworks, and Alpha Dog Studios. And whoever makes that Doom game, the Doom mobile game.
Oh,
they're actually merging some studios. What?
No, Frank's right. These replies to Wario's thing of the first one is, hey, look, it's Tango Orange. The companies are certainly feeling the burn, all right. Oh my god!
I told you,
they're savages.
When you do something like this, you call marketing and be like, "Yo, hold off on that controller till next week."
Yeah, someone has
You don't say, yeah, about 20 minutes after we fire everybody, release a controller called Feel the Burn.
Yeah, it's like, dude, what? And then someone said, breaking, Microsoft now on top contender for bad timing awards. It's like horrible. Like
RWK88, Microsoft has shut down Tango Gameworks, Arcane Austin, and Alpha Dog Studios, and whoever makes that Doom mobile game. And they're also merging a few other studios. Yeah, this is it, man. If you got Xbox, go get rid of that shit. If you don't want it anymore because of this, get rid of it. Go buy a PlayStation. Go buy a Nintendo
Or wait for
Switch.
the Pro. Or wait for the 5 Pro.
They announced the new Nintendo at 1 o'clock in the morning last night. The new Nintendo's coming next year.
Yes. We've been saying spring of 2025. And
Nintendo
we're right.
confirmed that last night.
So March 2025, pre-orders will probably go live later this year. So stay tuned for that. But look, if you want to if you already have a PS5, the old model, hang with that. If you want to wait,
Game
if you don't
Pass
have
to the
a 5
fucking
yet,
curb, it's over. And you know what?
Right.
When you unsubscribe from Game Pass or you let it run out and don't resubscribe, that hits them right in their wallet.
Yeah,
that hits Phil Spencer in his wallet. That hits fucking all these idiots in the wallet. Fuck these people, okay?
Voting with our wallets affects their wallets at the end of the day.
Not personally, because we don't personally know them.
Right.
I mean, we're talking about the people that run Microsoft.
Right, exactly.
He might be a great guy behind the scenes. That's cool. That's great. But he sucks at his fucking job. Okay? That's the bottom line. I'm talking about the guy that walks in the office every day and makes decisions. That guy sucks.
And look, I know, some people might be thinking, well, if we stop, voting with our wallets, it might be just a small drop in the pond for them compared to how much money they actually make. But listen, we have to start again, showing that we're not going to sit around and wait for them to give us something good anymore. We're just going to go where good stuff is, or play on our PC.
How are they going to give us good stuff? They keep
neutral.
shutting the fucking studios down. What's next? The Initiative? We'll
yeah,
never get perfect.
No,
Fable?
exactly.
Are they going to close down the studio for Fable?
Yeah. What is next? Yeah. Oh yeah. Hurry up and wait. But guess what?
How many trailers are they going to show me at that game thing? What was it? The showcase next month? How many fucking trailers are they going to show with no gameplay and not give you a date? Because they want you to stay on Game Pass to make you think it's coming immediately. It's not.
No.
Unless they say, hey, it shadow drops today. Okay.
And like you said, who's to say they're not going to shut down those studios in the meantime?
And then the games don't fucking run well. I mean, this is just a disaster. They're putting their games on PlayStation. This guy's fucking drunk and leaking shit online saying that they're putting all the games on PlayStation. Then he said, ooh, I didn't mean to say that. Yeah, you did. You got caught. You got caught in 8K, my man. Like, it's over. Like, all this bullshit is over. Just cut the charade bullshit and just end it. Come out and say, listen, guys, we're going third party. We don't want to sell the fucking boxes anymore. Stay on Game Pass, blah, 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 blah. Just come out and say it.
And the thing is, too, and like,
I didn't pay $100 for Redfall. No fucking way, my man. I paid $17.
No.
Like 6 months later when
I never even
played it.
I never even played it. I just heard about it, and then like I heard about the bad stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm good on that. Even though I had Game Pass, I could have easily installed it. I was like, 30 frames on a console I spent, $500 something on. Yeah, I'm good. I'll wait.
We played it on PC, and it was so tedious. We were like, literally 3 hours and 57 minutes in, we were like, we're done.
It is now Fredfall. Jesus.
Fredfall. What's going on, David R?
Yeah, with someone like Shinji Mikami, I want to bring that up for a second because that's a big thing in the survival horror space. A lot of people are wondering, oh, will we ever get Evil Within 3? Well, not now. And guess what? I mean, he left before this news broke. He definitely knew about what was happening.
Yeah.
Because he helped find, Tango Studios, but now he found another studio. Now, a lot of people in the chat, I know, mentioned about, him possibly going back to Capcom. I don't think that's happening because he made another studio. So I think he saw the writing on the wall, and he was on his way out by the time Hi-Fi Rush was coming out. And he found this other studio. We thought he was done, but apparently he probably stepped away, tried to figure out what to do. And I guess he says, no, I got more games in me to make. And that's kind of where he is. So like, I guess it all happens for a reason. He's probably a developer that can have his own weight. Like he's fine. Like he has a say in the industry because of what he's done, like his legacy. But, some of these guys, they see it, especially like, a lot of these developers, if they see that, okay, I'm going to get out of this now so I don't have to sit here and watch this company go under, maybe that wouldn't have happened if the Microsoft thing went differently. Who knows? But I will say this, I guess it all happens for a reason. It's a shame because, like I said, Hi-Fi shouldn't have been the last game that Tango worked on. That's really messed up because that was a hit.
Right.
In my opinion, it was a hit. I mean, it got people talking about Xbox and Game Pass, which is cool. Obviously, now it's coming on everything, the Switch and the PlayStation. Like, it's coming out on all those consoles. So, like, we're going to just see it anyway.
And it runs better on PlayStation.
Right. Which doesn't make sense, So, it's like, it shadow dropped on Xbox, and it was fine. Like, it ran fine at the time, but now that now that you see a different alternate version, you're like, okay, why is that running better, But, yeah, exactly. I mean, look, some of the Tango crew could end up somewhere else. I hope so. Look, there's still great developers. Tango was a good studio. I liked Evil Within. I liked Hi-Fi Rush, you know what I mean?
Tango was probably one of their best studios.
I didn't play...
that they acquired, in the last couple of years.
Because Tango, they did Ghostwire, right? As well. So that was also Shinji's game. So I didn't play that. That was the last Shinji Mikami game that he was really like involved in. And everything like full on. Like I said, I know he was just kind of overseeing some of the production on Hi-Fi Rush. So it wasn't like, as much of his baby as like, something like I think Ghostwire was. But what will his next game be? I mean, look, the door's wide open. So obviously it's going to be with a different studio. It's going to be with the one that he founded. again. So it's interesting how, you just go from one studio to the next. But look, I think everybody, it's not good if people obviously lose their job just like this. But I think that all these good developers hopefully will find their place somewhere else where they're more appreciated. They're not going to get let go.
Oh man, listen real quick. Wario posted 15 minutes ago. It was pointed out to me that Matt Booty incorrectly called the team Alpha Dog Studios in his email and not Alpha Dog Games. The guy doesn't even know what the fucking name of the studio is. That's when you got too much money and you don't know what to do. Bro, how do you not know what the name of the studio is?
What's that?
Did you hear what I just read? What Wario wrote. Wario64 posted 15 minutes ago. It was pointed out to me that Matt Booty incorrectly called the team Alpha Dog Studios in his email, and not Alpha Dog Games. They're called Alpha Dog Games. So they are not Alpha Dog Studios. So the man that was in charge of those studios didn't even know the name of the studio.
Yeah, he didn't even say it correctly.
Yeah,
I see that now.
Not good.
Yeah, on top of the controller announcement, like what the fuck? It's like, dude, someone's got to reel it in at marketing here and be like, yo, this is not good timing. Also, not a good look. But why should they care how they look at this point, right? Because they're just smothering their fucking name through the mud, like I said. They've been dragging us through the mud and dragging their name in the mud along with it.
Let's fucking get rid of the Xbox, guys. Just be done with it. Throw it out. Trade it in. Sell it. You probably get more money selling it than trading it in. But you know what? This is what really... Okay, so we talked about this last month. About a month or two ago. I think it was a month ago. Amazon Woot. That's a website where they have discounted items. They had refurbished Xbox Series X consoles. X. Not the S, X. For $149.99. Refurbished directly from Microsoft.
Yeah.
That tells you everything you need to know.
I think a lot of things when you see, like certain patterns that, end up becoming, redundant or, certain things that you see kind of, happen before in these different, like history does really repeat itself even within the gaming industry. It's kind of nuts that you see some of this stuff kind of come back and circle back around. And look, we don't want it to be a slow, embarrassing death like this looks like it is. I mean, it's so excruciating slow.
These fuckers need to just rip the Band-Aid off and be honest, but they can't because they got the shareholders. They can't come out like Sony or Nintendo and be like, Microsoft has to talk a certain way. They gotta do certain things. They gotta say this. They gotta say that. They gotta delay this. They gotta delay that. Because they don't want to fuck with the shareholders. They want to keep people on their services. But it's like, we're not fucking dumb.
No.
Like, we know something's going on. Big time.
And we've seen stuff like this happen before with other companies that are no longer making consoles. No longer, it's... You see it happen all the time, obviously in different ways, right? Different mess ups happen, different mistakes happen. For this, it's like you've been making mistake after mistake and acting like you said, doing the shareholder dance for every single, like, oh no, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it. Like, you're really going to sit up there in June and do this event like nothing is going on. Like, you're just going to act like, and obviously that's what they have to do.
Fucking 10-minute trailer for Fable with no gameplay.
Yeah, and they'll sell the digital Series X
with no fucking date on Fable again.
It's like, what is happening? With that, it's like you don't even care about your marketing, and you don't even care about
Fable and those games are even going to be good.
By the time they come out, they might not be because there's been so much pressure. And it's been in development hell for so long. When it finally probably started, it was probably started half-assed with our luck.
You realize Fable was in development since 2013, right?
I wonder how many times they actually went back.
Fable Legends to Fable, this new one.
Yeah, Like they went back to the drawing board probably so many times.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just kind of like
Okay,
it's
Stevie Mac.
disheartening.
They're not grabbing the Tango guys for Capcom. I know all these fucking Resident Evil people think that Shinji's gonna go back. He's not. Capcom fired him because they're done with him. Just like Kojima with Konami.
Well, the thing is,
Konami
the Tango
fired him
people,
to get rid of him. What?
But the other people might not go with Shinji. You know what I mean? I don't know if Capcom is looking for people.
They'll go with him because he started Tango. That's why they'll go to him, and he's looking for new people. He just started this studio like a month ago.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like he's all ready to go. He's still
like I said. I think they'll get jobs no matter what. Yeah, whether it's with Shinji or not, I think all those developers did a really good job, and you know, I think I think it will show that they'll get hired, and you know, but you know, yeah, these guys, I'm trying to get the
we're all trying to get
the name of his studio real quick. Does he have a name? I think it's
man, these guys are on fire on Twitter. I see Noof Nukem is commenting about the controller already. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Shout to Noof Nukem.
Shout out Noof. He'll probably jump in here, honestly, if he sees this at some point.
Once you can.
I'm sure his Twitter's getting blown up right now too. So his new studio, I'm gonna mispronounce this probably, but Kamui, it's KMUY Studio. That's his new studio.
Noof Nukem has a new studio? Holy shit.
That's Shinji Mikami's new studio, but yes. He has the new studio headquarters. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting, as far as like, someone like Shinji Mikami to stay in the game where he still has probably, a good handful of games left in him in his lifetime, he'll be fine. I think everyone else will be fine too. Obviously, like I said, it's not cool when shit like this happens randomly, but all those developers are really good at what they do, and they'll get recognized for that, and they'll get hired somewhere else, Same thing with like, whatever happens with Toys for Bob and Crash and all that shit. It's like they'll be put somewhere else, but hopefully one day Crash and all that stuff will actually get the treatment it deserves, and I didn't mind Crash 4. I didn't mind, that was also a really good sequel, kind of underrated a little bit, kind of slept under the radar. Like it came out and it did okay, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like a hit like back in the day, like where Crash. So, but fans liked it, and that's really what matters. But obviously sales matter too to these companies. But yeah, it's just there's a lot of like change right now, and they're doing it in a really like kind of like a cheap way, a cheap shot way to the fans, because the way that all this kind of rolls out, and then their marketing is ass on top of it. So you have that, and it's just like they're not helping anybody here.
Your boy just tweeted Dusk Golem. You know what? Fuck Xbox. I wanted Evil Within. Blah blah blah. Yeah, fuck that guy. He's an idiot. I want him on Twitter. How about that? Fuck him.
Yeah, Stevie Mac started getting attacked by fanboys in my comments, like people that like Dusk. I didn't say his name in the video. I didn't say his name in the video. I didn't even, because I didn't even want to give him credit. I didn't want to give him credit in the video. I just said leakers online, but people can read between the lines, and that's fine.
Right.
But I don't like to give people credit that, yeah, obviously I've gotten stuff wrong, and obviously,
there's nothing to give him credit for because he's always wrong.
Yeah. And again, like, I understand that sometimes he can get like two things right here and there that are obvious, but that doesn't mean you can credit him for everything.
How many things have I called? A shit ton, right?
Yeah, that's true.
How much insider knowledge have I had? 0.
Yeah.
It's
exactly. And this guy claims to have inside shit, and he's wrong. And it's like, I don't care what anybody says about, oh, well, it's, I'm going to have people. Oh Jesus! I'm gonna have people. That are probably gonna find that video, because again, these fanboys of him aren't people that watch me. People that watch me are like, dude, I'm happy that like you're being honest.
Bad about this man will be.
It's gonna be people that are. Yeah, it's gonna be people that like are gonna Just like the Amico. It's going to be people that are going to find the video because they're looking up Resident Evil 9 or PlayStation Showcase stuff. And I'm just going to get a bunch of randos that like believe all of his stuff. And when they hear me dismiss it, they're going to be like, what the fuck? Yeah. So.
I can't believe we're here with Xbox. I really can't believe it.
Yeah, I think this is kind of the end of the road, and I should
fucking sell my Xbox account. I got over 1,000 games on that account. I don't even want to turn. I have not turned that thing on. The last time I turned it on, we played Community Game Night with Noof Nukem like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not turning that shit on right now or ever again at this point.
I have mine on for, I've been playing mine for good old Fortnite Festival.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have a PlayStation guitar too, so, it's not like I can't just transfer my stuff over because Fortnite's crossplay.
The problem is, Anthony, I can't just sell my fucking Xbox because I have all my content on. I invested in that platform. But the problem
is the problem.
They're closing fucking studios down that they're acquiring. I'm thinking, okay, they're going to start putting more games on there, backwards compatible, blah, 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 blah. They get all these studios and they fucking close them down.
And they're not budging. Yeah.
So it's like, and nothing's coming out still. It's just sitting here. It's like, what am I doing with this thing? That's why I stopped spending money. In January, when they're acting funky, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to wait and see what happens. And then they had that little PR thing, and I was like, all right, maybe I feel a little bit better now. And then I rewatch it. I'm like, these guys are full of shit. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, and also we waited, a week and a half for them to address that on top of that. Like, that was such a bad move to make us wait. And then when you make us wait, you're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to say everything that these shareholders want to hear.
Yeah.
And we're just going to kind of beat around the bush. Like, and we were streaming it live. We were like, really,
they don't
guys?
understand fucking games. They really don't get it. Okay? I don't care if Phil Spencer plays fucking Diablo 4 naked for fucking 6 hours.
I don't care if Sarah Bond's nodding her head back and forth like, yes,
Yeah,
like her
she's
head's
only
gonna
in it.
fall
They're
off.
all in it for the money, man. Like, she's getting paid out the ass for sitting there doing nothing. He's getting paid there sitting on his ass doing nothing. The other guy, Matt Booty, he's sitting on his booty fucking doing nothing. The marketing guy, Aaron Greenberg, what marketing? That motherfucker's getting paid for doing nothing. He's running around being a fat slob, this guy. I mean, you gotta call these people out.
Yeah. We call out everybody on our shows fairly when shit goes wrong.
Look what happened with Sony. They fucked up big time with Helldivers 2. We're going to talk about that tomorrow night. And guess what? The people put the pressure on them, and they changed course. That's what we're trying to do with Xbox, but they don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
They are finished. So what am I supposed to do as an Xbox owner?
Who's put in so much money into the ecosystem?
I have an Xbox in every room in the house. I have fucking multiple headsets. I have headsets on reserve in case one breaks.
We got multiple controllers.
Again. Never the fuck again. It's over, baby. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Sony just dragged through the mud with the Helldivers move, and I guess Xbox wanted to join them. Yeah, they jumped right in, right? Talk about being Helldivers.
They basically jumped right in.
I like how Helldivers, last week, Anthony, Helldivers was coming to Xbox. This week, Helldivers requires a PSN login. That game is horrible. Nobody wants that game. Fuck Sony. Wait a minute here. I thought you got the same people shitting on it said that this game was coming to Xbox. Which is not coming to Xbox.
No.
It's just... You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's almost like, trying to, again, like, we can't really hold on much longer when we've already kind of been screwed within the ecosystem that we've spent a lot of money on and, invested achievements and time and everything into.
Wesson, there probably will not be a next-gen Xbox because, number one, Wesson, they're saying it's going to be the most powerful machine ever. They said that about this one, and guess what? It's not. Okay? Number two, if they release it, they're going to have to wait for this guy to make a decision about getting it. And I guarantee you, Wesson, half the fucking people that own a Series X right now are not even going to buy the next machine. because of this shit. The way that we're being treated here. And if they have any studios left by the time that machine comes out. If that machine comes out. The hardware is down to over 31%. They don't want to make hardware anymore. I don't know why they're pretending like they do. They don't want to make hardware anymore. There's a rumor that they're going to make this handheld thing, and that's it. That's going to be the next Xbox. Because they want people to like go straight into mobile. And yes, that thing will play your backwards compatible games that you currently own. But that's what I'm hearing. Not from insiders, but that's just what I'm hearing online. Is that might actually be the next machine. Which, that's not what I want. I don't want that shit. I want a box where they make games and they fucking sell the game. I don't want this bullshit. You know, where, oh yeah, you gotta wait like 10 years for Fable to come. Like 10 years. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You know a lot of shit can happen in 10 years? So I'm supposed to look at this box. We're not even done with this generation. It's already end of life, and they're telling you the next machine is 2 years from now. And half these games aren't even out yet.
Yeah, Sony's telling you the same thing too. They said they're
out run like life. Fucking dog shit. The world's most powerful console can't even run their own games.
Yeah, and
fuck that shit.
I think even with and again, like even Sony saying their stuff is end of life, right? And it's getting to the end. I think it's safe to say that this console generation was kind of a wash.
Don't give these fucking people any more money. If you enjoy the Xbox, great. If you're done, be done with them. Cut off the Game Pass. Don't buy any more digital things. Just go to Sony. Go to Sony. Go to PC. Go to Nintendo. Okay?
Yeah, we've been telling people to build a PC, get on PC if you're not used to PC.
Let me tell you something. You know why Sony put Sony reverse course on Helldivers on PC? Because Gabe fucking Newell said, we're not selling this game on Steam anymore. And we're refunding everybody. And guess what? Gabe Newell, the owner of Steam, of Valve, put the pressure on Sony so hard that they caved.
And that's good.
That's really
because
good.
you need to see companies change course like that.
It shows that Gabe Newell is actually sticking up for his consumers. So that's really good. He's always done that.
Yeah.
Now, the minute I tell you that, he's going to turn heel and shut everyone's Steam accounts off next week.
Again, yeah, because sometimes when we, I know that, some people can go back and listen
Lucius,
to.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up, Lucius? Some people can go back and listen to some of our shows where, we were probably more positive towards, Xbox and Microsoft. And we thought that
we had people
these certain changes were
people
good.
calling us fanboys of it. It's like, bro, we weren't fanboys. We own all the machines. But if a company's doing something right, we're going to talk about it. If a company's doing something wrong, we're going to talk about it. Hence why we're fucking here right now on a podcast we didn't even plan on doing.
Yeah.
Back from the dead. What is going on, man?
What's up?
Some vacation back, huh? Is he on vacation? He was on vacation last week. Can't remember.
Yeah, it's the writing's on the wall to just go to a PC, because I think voting with our wallets when it comes to the next Xbox console is that's pretty crucial, because I know some of us not getting it might not make a difference in their pond of or their ocean of money that they have, but at the same time, as a consumer, as someone who buys the stuff, like you say, day in, day out, we were invested. Yeah, he's
not on vacation. I said that. Somebody I know is on vacation. That's probably you. You're going away on vacation tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, a few days. Not a crazy extended getaway, but it would be cool. Yeah, it's not cool when we have, like they're starting to talk about the next up and coming consoles, like these companies, but I feel like this generation with the series consoles and the PS5, very lackluster. While the consoles might be beefy, they might not always run the things like they should.
Well,
PS5
also the developers were lazy. They flat out came out on social media, said they weren't going to do it. It's like, that's when Microsoft needs to go to those studios and be like, you know what, guys? Go fuck yourselves. You're not making anything for this machine. Okay? But they never did that. They're letting these guys just freely talk about the Series S being a potato. And they don't want to use the fucking games to develop, the tools to develop the games. It's like, what the fuck is going on? What company does that? Do you think a parts manufacturer publicly goes on Twitter and says, yeah, Ford is a piece of shit, over and over and over? You don't think that Ford isn't going to call them and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Microsoft is like, hey, just do whatever. You play the games when you get the game. It's like, you have people shitting on you. And you're just taking it.
Yeah.
Bro, if I were Phil Spencer, number one, I would have told IGN to fuck off. Okay? Now he's doing an interview with them next month, after the showcase. With the guy, Ryan McCaffrey, who has shit on the brand since day one. Okay? He is sitting down with that motherfucker.
Of all people.
Phil Spencer, I would have said, I don't ever want to see that motherfucker's Fraggle Rock looking fucking face ever again. Okay? He looks like the rat from Fraggle Rock. Google that shit. Okay? And I would say, get someone else to interview me, or I would go to, I don't know, maybe one of these Xbox podcasts who have been fucking helping the last 10 years promote the brand. But they use those guys for free marketing, right? That's not fair to them.
I just looked up Fraggle Rock.
Type in the rat from Fraggle Rock, and that's Ryan McCaffrey. It looks exactly like him.
What is that? Oh my god.
Go to his Wikipedia and upload that as his new photo.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyway.
Unbelievable.
Why is he going to Ryan McCaffrey? Probably because he was like, yeah, you know what? We're putting all our games on PlayStation. You know the PlayStation guy, Ryan McCaffrey? Get your fans to buy our shit on PlayStation.
Yeah, I think it is time for Nintendo to rise, Frank. I mean, it's look, they've been...
Nintendo's a bunch of lazy fucks.
Well, the thing is that when they rise, they'll make a bunch of money. So that's the biggest thing.
Well, they're rising with that new Switch that was announced last night at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that was also... Yeah, that's coming spring of 25, like we've been saying on the show.
They have confirmed this.
Yes, but now official. It's official. They're not going to push it and get scared any longer to not know what's going on. We kind of talked about the manufacturing specs a little bit, and we even said, like, we're going to see it soon. Get ready. And now that we got this date in place, now it's time for them to show it off sometime this year, like Perry said, in the fall. And that's probably when we get pre-orders. Probably fall. I would say November or December. And hopefully the pre-order rollout isn't a pain in the ass. It probably will be, but that's why we'll just help each other out. Yeah. So that's, I guess, I guess that's the one positive thing we can say that came out of the news this week. But as far as like the Microsoft stuff, it's definitely Sony kind of had a negative piece of news that kind of turned into a positive, like you said. They kind of squashed that quickly, but it's still you have to realize that some companies are going to take the initiative to like change the stuff, and some are they're not going to listen, and they're just like, Microsoft's like, yeah, we're just doing our own thing. We're just going to crap all over people that gave us money throughout the years and has like supported our brand and signed up for Game Pass and gave us these billions of dollars on top of everything else. So this is it's not very good.
I want you guys tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Rumble. Check out the original Next Level Gaming podcast. Mike and Peter, they're gonna have a field day with this shit tonight.
Oh yeah, perfect timing for their show.
Shit.
Yeah.
Those guys are gonna be on fire tonight.
Yep.
And by the way, like we said on Twitter, I didn't say this on Twitter. On Twitter, people are asking for the resignation of Phil Spencer. They're not asking for his resignation. They're asking for him to be flat out fired.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think he's going to make it to the end of the year.
And I don't think he cares because he's a multimillionaire anyway.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He'll get his golden parachute, his severance package, he'll fly that right out the window, and then he'll go work at another company and fuck that place up.
Yeah.
They'll probably keep him because he's a good PR guy.
Yeah, he makes the shareholders happy, and he can shake his head, and
he knows how to talk, and that's the
he dresses like Eric Bischoff. You know what I mean? It's just like, who does he think he is? You know,
dressing with Eric the leather Bischoff jacket, with Ted Turner's money.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been a long time coming for like this stuff to eventually hit a wall where I think most people are. Because at first, I think a lot of people in the beginning of the year wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. We did too. We waited for the developer direct and everything, and then we're like, okay, this is, But
I think today shows you something like all the people running that place, like the Xbox division or Microsoft Gaming. They're just rich fucking people sitting on their ass, just collecting a paycheck. They're not doing shit.
Okay? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, actions speak louder than words. You could say everything, but if you don't do anything,
Phil Spencer even said in the Kind of Fun interview, "I'm being paid more than I should be." Who the fuck says that, dude? You say that if you got a shit ton of money in the bank and you don't have a care in the world. You don't say that shit in public. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And he was on the Xbox podcast, that same podcast that he said that, and said, "Yeah, you'll believe it when you have the controller in your hand, or the game in your hands, or whatever." He said that same thing.
Guess what, motherfucker? We don't have any games in our hands, and the only controllers we got on our hands, we're gonna stop buying now.
Yeah. Oh, the Flame controller.
They are so ignorant with this shit. They don't understand now. The hardcores are not gonna buy the controllers anymore. They're not gonna buy the headsets anymore. They're not gonna fall for this shit anymore. Like it's the jig is up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. We want Game Pass and mobile. Oh, good. Good fucking luck with that. But you ain't getting 3 billion players like they said 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
And that handheld that you're preciously holding on to, no one's going to fucking buy that.
No one fucking buys that. They're going to discontinue it like all these other ones. They're going to, oh yeah, we'll just put our proprietary software on a different platform. Like the Steam machines. Remember that? Like we talked about that earlier. I have a couple of them. Alienware Alpha.
Yeah.
I still use those. They're great. I have Windows on them, but they're great. They're great computers.
Yeah, I mean, I think
if I see this white bear coming out of hibernation one more time on Twitter, this ugly white bear that looks like a fucking dog stretching out of his little hole, and then...
Is this something that's going on? Is that why it's like...
I've been seeing this guy for like 10 years on fucking Twitter. Enough. Enough is enough. I will send you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You've probably seen this too.
Yeah, like,
Jim Ryan send off and decided he wanted that now. Well, Jim Ryan fucked everybody because he had a retirement party, but the people at the party didn't realize they were getting laid off before he was.
What the hell is this? It does look like a dog.
Yeah, it's an ugly white bear.
It looks like a dog that hasn't been groomed. Like
asking for the entire board. Well, Satya ain't going anywhere.
What the fuck?
High management you sent to the curb. Satya will not go because he's like the new Bill Gates over there. So he ain't going.
No, he ain't going anywhere.
He ain't getting rid of the Xbox Sinister 6 over there because they're fucking...
The Sinister 6.
They're making the money. Well, you have, I guess, Tim Stu, CFO. He ain't going nowhere. Matt Booty, Sarah Bond, Phil Spencer, Aaron Greenberg, and it's got to be 2 more, right? Major Nelson left. We can't lump him in.
Major Nelson did leave. He was like, I got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
before they come for me on Twitter. Now, yeah, I think what you were saying is a good point. Like, a lot of people that were trying to kind of hold out for some positive news and try to hold out for the brand that they, are very much invested in. They they're starting to fight back in a way, and the way you fight back is, again, voting with your wallet.
Who's Gandalf? Isn't that from fucking Lord of the Rings? Who are you talking about, RWK?
Gandalf? Yeah, I mean...
Is he talking about the guy that made the machine with the beard? Jason Ronald?
I don't know.
Is he part of the Sinister Sixes guy?
I'm kind of lost there, too, but... yeah, I mean... but yeah, like, people were...
Before you go any further, you could say what you're going to say. I just want to make this clear. If any Xbox podcast that you guys listen to defends this shit, they can go fuck themselves. Okay? Because these same motherfuckers told us how bad PlayStation was, and PlayStation closed this, and PlayStation closed that, and all that. And now it's happening at Xbox. I want to see them saying how this is going to be a positive thing.
Because I want to see some of these people that have awful takes.
You need somebody to fucking tell you straight up.
Yeah.
There's a problem here. And you can bury your head in the sand and pretend like everything's okay, but when you get your head out, there's going to be a nuclear fallout. Nothing's going to be around anymore. Dude, what happened? Well, I don't know. Before you put your head down there, we told you what was going to happen. You didn't listen.
Yeah, we gave you the we gave you those warning signs, and then also I think
I don't know who you're talking about in there. The hardware guy, Jason Ronald. Okay, that's what you mean.
Oh, okay.
Isn't Gandalf the fucking old guy? That guy looks nothing like him.
Yeah, exactly, Stevie Mac. Yeah,
we'll get the new Fable trail and Gears 6 announcement. That's fine. But Gears will run at 30 frames because
that's the thing. I don't even know if
it'll fucking run better on the new hardware. But in 2026, it's like you got to keep waiting and waiting. I've had enough. I'm tired of fucking waiting. I didn't wait to pay $500 for this, right? Next time, Xbox, you want me to wait? Why don't you send us the machines for free? And then when these games come out in 10, 15 years, I'll pay you the $500.
Also,
are we cool? No, that's not how it works. I gotta pay first and wait.
I don't know. It's like we paid for these day one. I'm not trying to sound entitled.
Yeah, how many fucking games has Capcom made in 5 years, Anthony? I don't know, about 45 fucking games?
Yeah, a lot of games. And they've been pretty good.
5 years, not.
And I don't want to sound entitled, but it's like, we spent money on your console day one.
You're not entitled. You bought the machine. You were lied to. We were all lied to.
Yeah.
We were lied to by both companies.
And like you said, like, we're not going to sit here and act like this isn't happening. Like, if there's podcasts that are trying to defend this.
These guys are just haters. Yeah, I'm a hater. You go down to my basement, it's like MTV Cribs of Xbox. Go fuck yourself. You want to challenge me? I will film that shit. I will live stream it. You count how many Xboxes I have, and you count the one that you have in your fucking bedroom because your wife won't let you buy another Series X, so you have to go out and buy a Series S in the bedroom. Okay?
I mean, you're not wrong.
I want to see that
a lot
shit.
Of consoles.
Somebody fucking challenge me on that because I'll show you downstairs. And you know what you're going to say after that? Well, that guy's an idiot. He bought all those Xboxes. That's right. At the end of the day, that's right. But I still bought more than you did, motherfucker. So don't come at me with that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Everything's fine, guys. We're just haters. Hey, yeah, go fuck you. This is the hater right here. All right? Constructive criticism from a guy that bought several of these things, okay? And just because I'm cursing, it doesn't mean anything, okay? I'm frustrated with the brand. I could be frustrated with the brand if I want to.
You know, there's going to be idiots out there that are going to defend this and act like it's not.
They're doing it right now, my man. Look at the fucking time, man. They're doing it right now.
Yeah. Some of these Xbox people have really bad takes, and I don't get it.
Will Phil Spencer sleep with me if I buy the handheld? Yes, he will.
Yes, he will personally fly out to your house, find your address, and make it happen.
Brandon's in the chat. What's going on? I saw this coming like Biff in the Sports Almanac.
I mean, look.
Someone should go back and grab Phil Spencer and throw him in the DeLorean.
Yeah, yeah. Change history a little bit.
Someone should go tell Steve Ballmer, yo, don't retire right now. K with a $5. K with a $2 super chat. Fight, team game complainers. Thank you. I'm gonna love that. Thank you again for the super chat. Appreciate that, K. And thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for coming over. And I think it's one of those things like, you don't have
What the hell's our notification writing? Oh, Azure Eyes, what's up?
Oh my god.
They're polishing Phil's nuts as we speak. Are they really?
I mean, the man with the million gamer score, says Wesson. Does he have a lot of gamer score? Is that a thing?
He does have a million gamer score. Look, I used to like Rand and Jez, but Jez became like intolerable. Rand outdoor, I think he's okay. But bro, you can't defend this. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. I'm a fan of Xbox, and you cannot defend this shit. You can't defend this move.
Like the beginning of the year, like I said, a lot of people were just kind of waiting to see what their next move was, and obviously a lot of people
were excited for
June.
June. I said that the other day. I was like, I'm excited for June. Let's see what we see. We're gonna get a lot of bullshit, but let's see what they're gonna show us for June. Okay? And what the fuck happened? They dropped this bomb. It's like, well, what's the point, man? You're dropping this before people got a little bit excited.
Yeah, and like after the developer,
who are you gonna shut down next week or the week after or right after the showcase? I mean,
right?
Are you gonna? But you made a good point. Left? The whole point of you buying these studios was to fucking have more studios working on more games.
Like, when are they going to shut down the studios that are doing Perfect Dark, supposedly?
That's probably going to get shut down this year.
Yeah, but you're
you
not
want to play Perfect Dark, Anthony? Close your eyes. You already played Perfect Dark.
Yeah,
because it's dead. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, Brandon, that's all it takes, apparently. So,
Xbox is dead, but Microsoft is becoming a third party, I guess. Yes, they will.
Yeah, don't worry. Gears 6 will run better on the PS5 Pro.
Here's the thing, Jamie. They'll give the games in Game Pass. They want you to subscribe there, but then they still want to make money with the games on the other platforms. That's all it is. It's all about the cash, man.
Yep. And like Perry kept saying, the longer you stay on Game Pass, that is their breadwinner.
What the fuck is this guy writing?
RWK's fucking snapping today.
Oh man,
that is kind of funny.
That's really fucking funny.
You can't read it, but
it's funny It's funny, by the way, how they announced the solar barn during the tax return week.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look what we did.
Look what we did for a tax write-off.
Yeah, they're like throwing it in your face, but they're letting the government know, like, hey, yeah, look at the date of this video, yeah, just to cover our tracks.
Man. That is a good one, RWK.
That was a fucking good one right there.
I mean, that lines up perfectly with what, like, all the news that we got rolled out this year, that lines up perfectly because, like I was saying, man, the developer direct, we were like, okay, they got to do a good job here. We saw Indiana Jones, we got excited. We're like, okay, I wish it was third person, but whatever. Let's just see what happens. And then you get the third strike with the Helldivers shit getting 30 frames per second. And then it's like, okay, what, like, we started to get more of this news that just ended up becoming like, just, like I said, the complete like heel turn that they did to where fans of the brand that are invested, dedicated, even doing shows on it, tweeting about it. They're like,
Vince
yo,
McMahon
I'm
shits
done.
on Phil Spencer's head.
Jesus.
Fucking idiot.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they can make it happen. Yeah, they're showing us the breakfast. They're showing us the white flag is basically the Series X digital that they're going to try to showcase in front of everybody in June, So,
wait a minute.
But and I know we're going to talk about this, but yes, because of the and I got to preface this so people don't think I'm lying, but because of the rap industry, we basically have an idea that the PlayStation showcase is going to happen next week, right? So what happens?
You're saying? I never heard of that. You posted that in the chat. You said some rapper guy leaked it out.
Yeah, so there is like a pretty big rap beef that's going on right now, and essentially, this one rapper can't release a song or this album until after this PlayStation showcase. It came from like an industry. I talked about that in my last video.
Why would they have a showcase a month before E3 time?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're just like, yo, screw it. We're just going to come out with, more information. Maybe Silent Hill 2, maybe some Resident Evil. You never know. I mean, look, May and June is the time for all these events to happen now because there isn't a E3 anymore to be happening in June, so they could just be like, screw it, let's just do it. But a lot of times when they do announce these showcases, they give you a week notice. So we'll probably find out sometime this week for next week. But yes, Kendrick Lamar is the rapper. If you guys need to fact check me on that, I'm just saying that
guy did the PlayStation commercial.
So that's the thing. He has a deal with, apparently he has some kind of deal set in place.
Yeah, and they don't sue this guy for fucking shooting his mouth off?
And apparently he, they said, look, there's a PlayStation event. He can't drop the next song until after this event, which apparently, allegedly, is happening next week.
Imagine if it's a Knack rap song for Knack.
Oh my god, that'll be horrible. A Killzone rap. Imagine that. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. But listen, if they go first, right? If they're like, yo, we're just gonna do our showcase because we know we're gonna be fine. I don't know what Xbox can do on the 9th. Is it the 9th or the 8th of June? About a month from now.
This is what PlayStation needs to do. Listen to me. Today. Drop the fucking date for that showcase.
They might.
Because
they might do it today or tomorrow.
You just fucking shit all over Xbox when you do that.
Yeah.
Because everyone's done with them. Everyone's like, okay, good.
Yes.
I'm going to go there. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out and buy a fucking PlayStation 5 today. Get ready for that showcase. That's what they need to do. Drop that fucking bomb today. Don't wait until next week. Or don't wait till Saturday. Did they drop it?
No, so look what Perry said. Breaking news: Microsoft updated the headline to the Fire controller. They updated it. They changed it.
They changed it.
Introducing the Fire of April special control. They changed the headline. Oh my god.
Yeah, get them out of here. They're done.
Screw you guys. You guys did it. They posted that with
you shouldn't have even posted anything about a controller today. You should have waited until tomorrow.
No shame. They were like, yeah, feel the burn. It's like, yeah, developers are feeling the burn.
They felt that fucking burn, all right, Philly boy. You fuck.
If you guys don't know, they literally put out a Fire controller right after they announced
these. Somebody smart enough to do that? If they had a pair of balls, they would do it.
Yeah, if they actually had the gonads.
If I worked at Sony, I'd be like, bro, drop that shit now.
Yeah, give us the date.
Drop it right now.
But like I said, they usually do give us a week's notice. So guess what? If it's next, Tuesday or Thursday or Wednesday,
competition, my man. That's why you need competition.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. We might find out when we get off this show or later tonight. They might be like, oh, by the way, PlayStation event, and we're gonna be like, ooh.
I would say 3 p.m. our time is 12 p.m.
California. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, their main thing is over there. I would drop it. By 3 p.m. we should know.
Wario screen capped it as their eyes. Wario has the proof before they changed it.
We got it right here. I got it right here. Right there. Feel the burn.
Yeah, look,
it's not on this one.
I think Wario still has it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, look. This is, again, basically, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, they basically let go these studios today or close these studios, Microsoft, and then they put up Feel the Burn controller, which is like not a good look. Like, it's like a Fire controller, and it says Feel the Burn, and everyone in the replies was like, was the Xbox marketing team like not even thinking about this?
You don't do that. Marketing and be like, bro, announce that controller on Friday. This controller's not coming out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's available now. I don't know. I thought it comes. That's a controller comes out in a week or two.
That's a good point. When does it say it's coming out? Even so, yeah, you're right. Like, dude, it can wait. Like, it can wait. It's not a good look. And now you changed it, but people caught you. They see this. They see this happening. Does it say it's available now? When is this thing coming out?
So it went live, Azure Eyes.
It's available today.
You want to find some crazy tweets before we get out of here in a little bit?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
It's available today, by the way. So they also dropped it today, which is just a bad look.
They wanted everyone to feel that burn today. Don't buy that thing. Fuck them. That should be the lowest selling controller of all time.
Man.
It's crazy as fuck, y'all. It is. Taco Bell should change the slogans to feel the burn. Now we just need a state controller.
Jesus.
I'm going to do a poll in the chat. Fire Phil Spencer or not? Let's do it.
I have a feeling what's going to win here. Yeah, a lot of people are pissed about these studios.
There you go. You have two choices.
Yeah.
You got two choices.
There ain't a wrong answer.
Oh, man. There are people on Twitter, like we said when we started this, already photoshopped ads to fire him, to have him fired. And you know what? He should be fired. Fuck him at this point. The whole team needs to go. They're not doing good. It's just like Halo Infinite all over again. Where Bonnie Ross just sat in the fucking office all day and didn't do anything, and Halo got destroyed. Just these rich fucks are sitting in the offices just collecting a paycheck, and we want to play games.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have a problem if I did not buy an Xbox. That's not my problem, then.
But we bought the shit to wait?
We bought the shit, and you're not releasing it, or these things are coming out broken, or like, what the hell's going on here? Bullshit.
And Resident Evil just, they tweeted, they're like, oh, today's the 3-year anniversary of Village. It's like, all right.
Does anybody care? The game was a fucking one and done.
No, I'm saying, like, it's just interesting because it's like, they're still kind of, wait, what the hell is this? Oh, no, this is from last night. Okay, never mind.
Holy shit.
This Remedy stuff. I was like, what the hell? That's from last night.
Yeah, Remedy canceled some game that nobody was going to buy.
Yeah, yeah. Move. At first, I was like, wait, does this have something to do with Max Payne? But Phil Spencer is trending right now.
He's been trending all morning.
Yeah, so I love this. It's pretty clear Phil Spencer lost the blank check he's been working with, says somebody. Because this says
he put the blank check in his fucking pocket. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Village.
Someone says, I have no words. Phil Spencer needs to retire. And it's just him sitting there. Some guy says, I came, I laid off, I fucked gaming up. And it's just his picture. I mean, he definitely destroyed. There's one guy who's just like, Phil Spencer, F you, F you, F you, F you. Like, it's just like,
I saw that.
Yeah. I don't want to hear how much Phil Spencer loves games going forward. I don't think we'll see Phil Spencer at the start of the next gen. Yeah, I don't think he's making it to the end of the year.
I don't think he cares. He's got tons of money. He's a multimillionaire. He'll get the golden parachute. He'll jump out the window. And then they'll get somebody else that'll go in there and just shut the division down. If he doesn't do that himself. Remember, this handheld thing is going to be called... It's made by the Surface team. It's not going to be called Xbox. They want to get the Xbox branding off of this stuff. So it might be called the Microsoft like Surface Go or something, or they might have a Surface Go already. I don't know, but it probably might be called the Microsoft something handheld, or Surface Gaming or something. You know what I mean? They want to get rid of the name Xbox because they don't want to make the machines anymore. And if you don't think that's true, you're lying to yourself.
Now, do you
they
think
said they're going to make more hardware? Yeah, they said that, but are they going to do it? We don't know.
So do you think that they'll start to see some slowdown to Game Pass, or have already seen some of that?
I think they already saw some of it, and it's time to just fucking drop them.
Yeah.
I mean, it did. They did say that it grew. What was it, like a week or two ago?
Yeah, they were saying
their
that
services were all the way up. But like when you keep doing this shit, people are just gonna throw the fucking thing out and be done with it. Mine is expiring this year in a couple of months. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Yeah, it's just looking shaky, guys. It's just looking very sketchy. Doesn't look promising at all.
Build a PC, buy a PlayStation, or buy a Switch. Xbox is dead right now. They're dead. There's no point. They fuel the fire of why nobody wants a fucking Xbox. So this shit like this.
Yep.
They do it to themselves.
Someone's like, they should update the controller to a blank picture because we're not going to be playing any games.
Well, I want to know when they're going to make Xbox controllers for PlayStation 5 because that's coming.
Oh yeah, eventually, yeah. When there's nothing else to actually play the consoles on, you could just play
Why
it. Use
are they adding
Xbox.
haptic feedback to the Xbox controller, the Sybil? Remember?
Yeah, the Sybil.
Now it all makes fucking sense because they're going to put that shit on PlayStation. There's haptic feedback, right?
Someone replied to Wario's thing with the updated thing, says the internet will never forget, and they just posted the original photo. Yeah, it's like, dude, once you do shit like this, it's on the internet forever. You could change it, you could take it down. People saw that really poor press like decision. Like you were like, all right, yeah, we got to put out this press release, or Bloomberg put out the official announcement for these studios closing, and then this comes out. It's like, dude, you got to get in check with your marketing team. Not that your marketing team was doing dick for you anyway.
They haven't done shit anyway.
You relied on the fans.
In the theaters, Anthony. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, you relied on the fans to carry your bitch ass news through the articles and shit like that, through podcasts and whatnot, to do the work for you instead of actually doing the work yourself.
The Xbox podcast, they need to fucking just drop it. They need to drop Xbox. Okay? I get that's their bread and butter and shit. Take the fucking name out of your podcast. Don't shut the channel down or do any of that shit. Get their name out of there. You know why? Because the longer you keep their name in there, the longer they're happy, and the longer you look like an idiot.
Yep.
Take your name out of there until they fix what they're gonna fix, and they ain't gonna do it. You're making it too comfortable, these guys. And by the way, all these Xbox podcasters, they all got fucked. They all got fucked.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. Even if the controller looks cool, they're done getting my money for controllers. I have enough controllers, you know, and like I understand they're still selling.
I'm not buying the bullshit. It's over.
Yeah, like the timing's bad. It is insensitive, and guess what? And to what RWK said, even if they put COD on Gamepad, that's not going to save them at this point. I don't give a shit.
They have a PlayStation 5 Pro coming this year in a few months, and you're not even going to compete against it. Your box can't even run your own games.
Dude, they have tunnel vision.
If PlayStation 5 couldn't even run their own fucking games, I would be like, why do I have a PS5?
They aren't even looking in. They're just, they have tunnel vision. They're not even paying attention to what
attention. They just want
the competition's doing.
They just want the subscription services, and that's it.
Hurry up and wait. You're not going to get these games. There's not going to be a release date. It's just like, it's the same cycle of it almost, did we talk about this before? It almost feels like mental abuse. It's like, you know, they keep messing with you, and it's like, we're sitting here. Yeah. It's like, it's literally driving you freaking crazy. You're like, dude, like I'm sitting here, you know, investing all this time and energy, and then you're just sitting here messing with me. You're just screwing with my mind. You know, you're playing tricks on us. And it's just like, dude, yeah, people are starting to break down that are always Xbox stands, so to speak. And now they're just like, yeah, I'm done. And look, power to them, because sometimes it does take a little bit to like walk away from what you always kind of knew and what you always played on and like where your friends are. Right. But enough's enough, man. Like when you got to throw it in, you got to throw it in. Like it's, you know, again, hang on to your machine. If you want to play some old stuff, great. Like that's what I'll do. I'm not going to like go out and throw my shit in the fire or trade it in. I'll keep it as my last like Xbox machine, and I can play my old games for the most part. But other than that, yeah, it's not going to be, once I build this new PC, that's it, man. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be where the gaming is going to be taking me as far as like new games that come out. Cause screw it.
So there's no final Redfall update.
Really? Yeah, I see Redfall. Let me see here.
Yeah, sorry about that. Redfall will no longer get further updates as Microsoft has ended all development on the game.
So it's done.
Players who paid for the now canceled DLC will make good offers instead. What?
What the hell's that?
What the hell's make good offers?
Sounds like a scam.
Just give them the fucking money back. It's not like you don't have the money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell? Like,
yeah, don't buy Xbox, okay? Just fucking throw this shit out. They don't even want to give people back $10 for DLC. Fuck that. That's a class action lawsuit right there.
Also, who the hell? I mean, look, I'm not saying, you know, people that spent money, like, but who actually spent money on
The
season
fucking
pass for that.
lunatics. That's who bought the $100 game.
Yeah, because that's. I mean, dude, that's trusting Microsoft like way too much in my
Before
opinion to
the
spend
60
that much.
FPS patch came out, the game was $17 on Amazon and Best Buy. That's when I bought
God,
it. Okay. And it went down to $9.99 a couple of, what was it, like 2 months ago? It was $9.99 on Best Buy.
yeah, unbelievable. Bax is the refunding the Bite Back DLC.
Got a lot of people fucking flip flopping on here on Twitter. I see.
Bax says
Jamie
they will
actually
probably
calling a
give him.
lot of these guys out too, which is funny. I see
Really,
Jamie on tweets. Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, I mean,
it's over, buddy. It's over. Build a PC, get a PlayStation, get a Switch. That's all I can tell you guys. Like, you know,
yeah, I mean, it's again, a lot of people are kind of just throwing in the towel with what they, the ecosystem that they were so built in, and oh yeah, I did see that Stevie Mac about A24 pulling the Crystal Lake show. Yeah, Jason is going to be underwater a little bit longer, it seems.
well,
So
they said they didn't pull the plug completely, but
yeah, it's not looking good.
yeah, maybe they
But we'll
saw what
see.
they were filming and they were like, we can't do this.
Yeah, I'm curious, man. I mean, I know that's a whole different topic in and of itself, but
Just
yeah,
make another fucking movie. How? Just put a fucking hockey mask on somebody and
that's
make a
it.
movie. That's
That's
it.
all you have to do.
Stop
And
making
also,
TV shows. Stop stretching them out. Stop putting them out at once. Stop
we
putting
don't
them out
need
every
origin
week.
stories.
Stop with the
Like,
fucking TV shows. Just fucking make a goddamn movie. People want to see the movie.
and the TV show is going to be an origin story.
It's
It's like we don't need to
embarrassing
see
that I
that.
got 75 fucking sexy Dracula movies in the last 10 years, but I haven't got one fucking Jason movie in 10 years.
No, not even Nightmare on Elm Street.
Dracula
either.
doesn't have fucking abs. He doesn't wear no shirts on. The guy wears a fucking cape, a goddamn waiter and waitress fucking uniform, and he fucking wears makeup on his face and he bites people. Okay? He doesn't come out with an 8-pack of abs and fucking flash his dick around with no shirt on. This is not Dracula, okay? But I got 25 of those every year, but I don't have one fucking Jason movie.
Yeah,
I'll be fucking 85 years old by the time they make another one.
Yeah.
And by then, I won't be able to go to the theater, if I'm even around. So shout out to that.
It's, yeah, it's just a very weird year of news for sure.
Look what Frank posted in the group chat.
Let me pull it up here. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, he's another one that jumped ship.
Yeah.
You know? Christian Bale's playing Frankenstein, apparently, says Frank.
Mike is calling everybody out too on Twitter, I see. Shout out to Mike Mullis, man.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's a real one.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, we jumped on this news like while it was fresh off the presses. There's going to be plenty of people coming out during the day that make their own content that are like gonna just tackle this shit. You know what I mean?
I think those guys were developing the Blade game too, so that's not happening now.
Wow. No way. That's terrible.
Bro, throw this shit in the garbage. What? Throw the Xbox out. Everyone, get rid of the Xbox. Do yourself a favor now and get rid of it.
Yeah, dude, Arcane was doing Blade. Dracula.
They were doing Blade. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Shout out to I want to say his name right on here. The guy I play with Noof Nukem online. Was it the Iceman? Iceman. Shout out to Iceman. He just tweeted me that. He was like, I really wanted to play the Blade game, and I looked into it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, because Bethesda's the publisher and Arcane is the developer. Was making it.
Fuck. Well, there goes Blade. Not that I was looking forward to Blade anyway, but I would have checked it out.
I mean, that was something they advertised for Xbox.
Don't worry, Anthony. As of 3 hours ago, Forza Motorsport is $30.
Oh, wait, there's 2 Arcane Studios says back. This isn't the... No, well, no, this is the one that worked on Redfall.
Arcane Lion was supposed to make Blade, apparently.
Look, this when I click the same Arcane over here, it says they made Deathloop, Redfall. This is the same one. Prey, Deathloop, Redfall, right?
Yep.
That's the one they're shutting down. The one that did Redfall, right? I'm not tripping, right? Like, this is correct. So yeah, this is the Arcane that, like, Blade is done, guys.
Blade's dead. That didn't last too long, huh? And if Blade's not dead, it's going to take at least 5 years to develop it after they find another studio to pick it up.
I was going to say, Bethesda can easily...
You're looking at another 10 years down the line for Blade. Does everybody fucking care about Blade in 10 more years?
There's not even a release date on it. Yeah.
Years? Come on. Anthony, what's your plan for the next 10 years? Oh, you can't tell me because nobody fucking knows. I like how they think that, everyone can just wait 10 years. Fuck you. I'm not waiting 10 years. I'm buying a PlayStation, playing shit now. How about that?
Yeah. Or we're just going to go on our PCs and play things that way.
Well, I could play Fable. Really? One game that might suck? I got to wait? Thanks.
If it will even, ever see the light of day.
Doesn't Angry Joe work for Arcane? I don't know. Well, he's fucking homeless then because he fucking got laid off.
Oh shit! I didn't know he was a developer.
To keep us on Game Pass. Exactly what I've been telling you guys, RWK.
Yeah,
that's the guy right there that listens. Shout out to RWK88. My grandkids will enjoy Blade, says Frank. Yeah, I know. Karai, what's up?
Yo.
Arcane Line separate. That's right, but Arcane Line is separate from Austin, you're saying? Okay. Well, then we were wrong. Sorry.
What's up?
But just because, Arcane Austin was shut down, not Arcane Lion.
Oh, okay.
But how long before the Lion gets shut down? Lion is making Blade is still... That's fine, Back, but are you going to play Blade in 10 more years? Back, what are your plans for the next 10 years? Anybody in the chat, can you tell us what your plan is for the next 10 years? You realize Grand Theft Auto 7 might be out before Blade comes out. You do realize that, right, Anthony?
Yeah. Yeah.
If Blade doesn't get canceled.
So this is what Lion actually developed. They developed Prey. They developed Dishonored 2.
So why are all these guys tweeting that Blade is like no more?
Yeah, because Dishonored 1 and 2 was made by Lion, so is Prey. So is Dishonored Death of the Outsider.
Well, if we're wrong, we'll say we're wrong. It's not a big
Wolfenstein,
deal.
Wolfenstein Youngblood and Wolfenstein Cyber Pilot were co-developed by Lion and Machine Games. And then they did Deathloop, but then Arcane Austin and Roundhouse Studios did Redfall. So I stand corrected. We stand corrected. Sorry about that on the show. Anyone that listens to this in the archive, people are going to be like, no, they got it wrong. No. And sorry, Back from the Dead. That I didn't mean to be like, oh, no, you're wrong. I just wanted to make sure
we're talking about the same thing. If you guys can help us in the chat, that's great.
Yeah.
Because
so we appreciate it.
We don't mind if we're wrong. You guys got to let us know.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys. Yeah, exactly. So, okay. So basically, Arcane Lion is the one that usually develops the better-ish games, I would say. I mean, look, I'm not too into Dishonored 1 and 2.
Austin developed fucking Redfall, so we know that their quality sucks.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at their history, and it seems like Lion has, put out some decent games. I mean, the last few Wolfensteins were okay, and I didn't play Deathloop, but I heard some mixed things about that. So that was probably the last game they actually put out, Lion, was Deathloop. So this will be their first game since Deathloop. as far as Arcane Line. So guess what? When it ever shows up and comes out, I guess we'll see if they fulfilled, what they needed to. But
well, Clobrel, who's been a huge Xbox guy in the community, who actually quit, made this image. He quit a few months ago. Made this image here. Let me try to fix this image so you guys can see it.
Stevie Max says all the guys that did Prey and Dishonored left Arcane Line a long time ago, so it's pretty much just the Deathloop crew now. Well, there you go. So, but yeah, I mean, again, I haven't fully played Deathloop. I don't know much about it as far as like how it went over with fans, but I guess we'll see how they handle Blade or the property of Blade. Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush 2 will never happen. Exactly. It sucks.
Good thing I didn't beat that game. I would have been pissed.
Yeah, Tango shutting down definitely is a hit. And no, like it's a hit to the gamers, especially like No Evil Within 3. That was still a possibility up until this point.
Shout out to Clobro, who made this image, or posted it at least on Twitter. Microsoft with all the studios they killed. Oh, that's boy. Amazing. They just gave all the PlayStation guys more ammo. That's Microsoft, man. They're always giving these guys more ammo.
Yeah, Karai, that's the problem. New console with new games, but I'll buy this controller. I'll stay on Game Pass. It's like, dude, like, what are we doing here?
Just you know, Anthony, Humble Bundle. Today's the last day to get Callisto Protocol for $11.99 on Humble Bundle.
That's, in my opinion, that's a fucking steal, to be honest with you.
So you could grab it. You got to grab it today, though.
Yeah, it's going to end.
Sign up and then cancel it. You paid $11.99 for Callisto Protocol. Yeah.
Oh, no, they did have potential, Tango. They were great. I mean, I liked what they were putting out, and Hi-Fi was a hit for Xbox, and so, and then when Shinji Mikami left back, I think it was late last year, early this year, and he founded a new studio, I guess there's a reason why he left. He probably saw the writing on the wall and was like, you know what?
I probably told him, like, we're shutting this place down in a couple of months. You can leave.
Yeah. You can leave. We're giving you the idea, like, of where to go.
Signed an NDA, so he can't say nothing to anybody. And then he took off, started his own thing, and right after he started it, they shut the old one down. Well, you know what this does now for the Xbox is that people want to trade into me. That value sinks like a fucking rock.
Yeah.
For Series X's, I'll give you $25 for them now.
Yep.
Because what am I going to do with them?
Yeah, I mean, I think, because, the main reason why, Shinji Mikami formed Tango, not a lot of people know this, is because he wanted to kind of have his own space, because he also felt that Capcom as a creative space got too big, like for him, right? So he wanted to obviously branch out and do his own thing. But look, if he could do it once before, he could do it again. So I have faith that he'll start working on.
Well, he's gonna have a lot of people he could bring in now.
Yeah, and again, like, I mean, dude, that's crazy because just shy of this fall would have been 10 years since their first game, Evil Within 1, and they're gone.
Bill's vision
like
is to go mobile.
9.5 years,
Bill's vision is to go mobile and have Game Pass. That's it. The consoles aren't in the
or buy the handheld to spend the money because the handheld
consoles themselves, the boxes are not in the inclusion anymore. The equation anymore. The inclusion, well, kind of, but the equation. They're losing money on the hardware. They don't want to make the hardware anymore. They're just saying that shit to get people to keep Game Pass on the current machines. I'm telling you guys.
So it was back in
$20 a box of Hot Pockets and McDonald's sweet tea, the value of a Series X. I don't even think it's worth that much, my man.
Right. Well, yeah, so it said because back in February is when they announced that he'll be leaving in the next few months. Like, oh, yeah, because he knows, like, yeah, this is not... They're basically said, hey, man, get out of here, do your own thing, because you're going to do it anyway. So... Well,
I wonder if he got more of a golden parachute for getting the notice early than getting laid off.
Yeah.
So they were probably like, out of respect,
Yeah.
You leave now, you get all this money. Whereas if we have to lay everybody off, you're not getting shit.
Yeah.
Yes, David R. It's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, sooner than we think, or
Sooner than we think.
sooner than what online has been telling people, because
If
we've been
anybody
telling
wants to jump
people
on here, let me know. But we're not going to be on there for too much longer. You're going to leave what at 2:00, 1:30, 1:00? When are you leaving?
probably 1:30. We can
1:30.
stretch it to
Okay.
1:30.
He was
But
supposed to stream, but thanks to Phil Spencer now, he's fucking with me.
it's all good. I mean, I usually start around 1-ish anyway, so like, I would have just been working on some other stuff in the meantime. Again, it's no big deal because I got
Frank
done
is
my stuff I need to
playing
do
Mr.
this
Nanny
morning.
at home. Mr.
Yeah.
Mom, I mean, not Mr. Nanny.
Mr. Nanny. That would be a good movie title.
Frank's in the Michael Keaton role today. Thank you all for streaming. Well, that's why I tried to wake up Anthony. I was like, hurry up. Get up.
Yeah, I was already up, thankfully, so where normally I probably would have been, sleeping, but I had to be up anyway, so I was working on a video, and as I was posting the video, Perry messaged the chat, and I was like, all right. So it kind of worked out.
Frank better watch his back for Arnold. That's
yeah.
Mr. Mom. Mr. Mom's Mr. Nanny. Well, Mr. Nanny was Hulk Hogan, right? So is Arnold going to try to get with Hulk Hogan? I mean, what are you trying to say here? Hogan was bigger than Arnold. You know that, right? Arnold's not that tall. He's a short guy. Him and Stallone are short.
Yeah.
It came out today, Anthony, that Stallone and Uncle Buck, John Candy, were supposed to make a comedy movie together. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean,
it came out today. That didn't come out, but it came out today that there was a script written for them to be in a comedy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it could have worked,
Also, you're right about the Switch 2 next year. Yes. It was supposed to be this year, and then they moved it to next year.
Yeah, we've been saying that on the show since
saying that, but
forever.
nobody listens.
That's the thing.
I think this is going to sink Microsoft games as an entity. I think so too. It's on the way down. Because Jamie, when Game Pass stops making money for them, they can't go back to the consoles because they got rid of the consoles. And they told their fan bases to go fuck off. People are going to be all the way down the block with PlayStation or PC or Nintendo by then. This is why you don't fuck this. And they fucked it up.
Yep, they found every which way to make themselves look
first
bad.
Thing you do, put Call of Duty on Game Pass.
That should have been the first move, man.
First fucking thing that was sold consoles like crazy.
But little did we know we were going to be getting.
You make your games exclusive. Do what you got to do. But no, they did this bullshit with everyone. Oh, I want games everywhere. Yeah, they want games everywhere because they want to line their pockets with money.
Yeah, Hellblade that comes out this month.
Brainwashed all the fans to say, yeah, you should game anywhere you want. Like, no, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Because now the value of the box is out the window. You're putting everything on PlayStation. People are just going to buy PlayStation next generation. That's it. It's over.
And don't worry, by the time Hellblade gets to PlayStation, it will be running where it needs to run. Because
they're bragging that they're a $3 trillion company, and they're closing all these studios down. What was the point? Why'd you buy them? You didn't even make your investment back on them.
No.
You bought them for IPs?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
And you're going to have new contractors come in and make these games? Forget it. Look at Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite had 343 and contractors come in. They still couldn't get this game done. It's over, man. These people don't know anything about fucking games. Phil Spencer plays games doesn't mean he knows shit about games.
No. It's just like, I think the thing is that now with kind of the situation of how things are lining up, Nintendo doesn't even have to try really hard anyway, because they're just going to print money with their next move. So now as, Sony and Microsoft are trying to end this cycle of generation of consoles, Nintendo's going to be coming out just selling like crazy.
Yeah, Mr. Mom was Keaton.
Yeah.
Arnold was Mr. Nanny.
Yep.
Frank is in the Mr. Mom category, so he is Michael Keaton right now. When he takes steroids, maybe he could be Mr. Nanny. Mr. Nanny wasn't Arnold. Mr. Nanny was Hulk Hogan. My mistake. Sorry.
Yeah.
That movie was really bad, Mr. Nanny.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's just another line of bad news, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
there's going to be like I said, Nintendo, I think they'll be fine no matter what, because as these consoles try to
Nintendo's always
figure
fine.
yeah, as Sony and Microsoft try to figure themselves out for the last couple of years of this gen, Nintendo's going to coast with the Switch 2. They're just going to coast. So, it's kind of upsetting because we got to see
Xbox
this
can
in
release
slow
a
motion.
handheld all they want, but guess what, motherfucker? That new Switch is gonna smoke that shit.
Yeah, the player base is
luck.
just a lot higher on Nintendo. People want to play those Nintendo games because they actually have like first party games that are still first party. It's only on their console.
Halo's
you
fucking
know?
dead. Put it on PlayStation and get it over with.
Yeah, you know it's coming. Gears of War on PlayStation, like all that stuff will be coming
how much better
eventually.
gaming would be at this point? Even for Microsoft. You know why? Because people aren't going to bitch about Halo and Fable and all that stuff. People are going to have tons of games to play while they wait for those games. Like, it's going to be in the back of your mind. Hey, are they ever going to make a new Gears of War? But until then, I'm playing all these other games. It's not like Xbox where we're sitting here and we're listening to the bullshit. Oh, 5 years. This, that. Make the game now.
Yeah, and make it to where it doesn't play like shit on launch day. Because like, why is there one game that's coming out this month? It's launching in the way that it is, 900p, 30 frames and under, and like, oh, it's cinematic. Yeah, fuck you. Because they said the same thing about Starfield, right? And now look at them adding that 60 frames.
I almost said autistic vision. I mean,
oh shit,
artistic vision.
I mean,
maybe it was both. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I was gonna say it could have been, but yeah, I think there's definitely more of a like. It's like, dude, we're just getting.
Vision. Yes, we're getting robbed. And by the way, the Starfield thing, it still can't even run properly. It's got screen tearing.
Yeah,
it's 60 frames. So
when is that dropping? Next week?
Yes, I think the 15th or the 18th, something like that.
Yeah, and will people even care? The
18th is Saturday because we're getting together, so it's probably the 15th.
And will people even care by then? No, they probably already moved on. They probably already finished the game, or they just played it somewhere else on PC, or they just played something else entirely, or a whole nother console, because some people are just like, yeah, that's it.
They're very greedy time, especially with these corporate. Yes. The reason why you're paying more money for a lot of shit right now is because of the corporations.
We're saying this, every week. You got to hold the feet to the fire.
The virtual boy. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
What were you saying? It?
No, I was saying, like we were saying every week, got to hold their feet to the fire. We have to actually, call them out. That's why, like, every week when we have these.
No, it's over. Like,
no.
And you know what? The Xbox podcasts out there, the ones that were cool, great. But the ones that let them slip,
give them a pass.
Yeah, the ones that gave them pass the whole fucking time, fuck those guys, because they're the reason why they did this.
Yeah, they're sheep.
They were going to do this anyway, but you have to all stand together. The community got divided in January. It's like there shouldn't have been a divide in the community. The community should have opened their fucking eyes and said, guys, what they're doing is not right.
Stop drinking the green Kool-Aid for a second. Let's actually reel this back in and realize that this is not... Thank you. This is not...
And it's not being a hater. No. I don't want competition. Listen, competition goes away. PlayStation 6 digital, all digital PlayStation 6, is $1,500 fucking dollars. You know why? Because your phone is $1,500.
They can get away with it.
They'll fucking get away with it. And they're the only console you can buy. Yeah, but Nintendo's a handheld. Okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna buy
their shit's gonna be what, $450 at most?
And then the PlayStation VR, you think $500 was a lot for that thing? $600? That'll be $1,000.
What do you think the Switch 2 is gonna be? $450 at most?
It's gonna be $400 to $450.
Yeah.
I heard $399.
Nintendo won't go over that, but Sony, they could be like, oh, well, now that Xbox isn't in the game, let's just jack up our...
You do realize, you know this, but you were told by the Sony rep that console was going to be $599.
Yes.
Okay? Then, the Series S, remember they didn't want to go first? Who's going to blink first?
Yep.
And then it got leaked out that the Series S was $299.
And they changed their tune.
Dropped $100 on each machine to try to get it as close as they could to the Series S because they got scared. Now, if there's no competition, motherfucker, it's payback. They're going to get that money out of your pocket. Oh, you want to play games, right? How much do you like our exclusive?
Yeah.
500. Karai, Anthony was told by the Sony representative
back when I worked at Best Buy, just before they came out,
that the console was going to be $599. And when the Series S price got leaked, Sony came out and said $499 for the disc and $399 for the digital.
Yep.
And now, and you know that was a true story because the digital one is now $449.
Yes.
And the other one is $499.
And that guy gave us he gave us good information before. That guy, he was actually working at Sony, so
it's
not saying he was
it's corporate greed. That's all it is. It's corporate greed at the end. You could say inflation all day long. But you know how it's all bullshit? Because I've been watching TV shows from the 80s and 90s. And what do I see? Inflation, recession, inflation. There's a recession every fucking day.
It all repeats. Yeah, it all repeats.
So here's the thing. It's these corporations are just charging more money and they
have control. They can move the needle when they want.
It's corporate greed.
They could simply move the needle.
So you guys can scream inflation all you fucking want, but guess what? The corporation ain't gonna stop being like that. Look at NVIDIA with the graphics cards. I called it here. During 2020 lockdown, the graphics cards were going for $1,500 on eBay, $500 graphics cards. And I told you and Frank, I was like, when this shit ends, NVIDIA knows they're going to get that money out of you. They're going to keep it at that price. What do you think the fucking cards are now?
Yeah.
$1,500.
They shot up.
They know they could get it from you.
I mean, look, that's the thing too. It's like they can always control the needle.
They are getting greedy, correct? Yes, it's all corporate greed. Look at how come we're making less money as people, but the corporation are making a shit ton of money? It's corporate greed.
They call the shots and they can control that stuff. It's we get screwed as a customer. We get screwed no matter what. I mean, that's just a given. We always get screwed.
You could swap whatever 80-year-old man you want every 4 years, but the fucking corporate greed ain't gonna go away. That shit's still gonna be expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just history, man. Corporate greed. Pick a corporation and look at their record profits in the last 4 years. You will be shocked. You'll be like, holy fuck. Like McDonald's, they don't have to charge that much money.
No.
I'm hearing from people at McDonald's, it's like $25 now for one person.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Right. That's McDonald's problem.
Yeah.
They're still paying the workers. What'd they raise it? The minimum wage, $1 or $2, $5? Big deal.
I don't know. It's
not enough for them to justify those prices.
Yeah. Again, we get screwed as customers. We got to pay more and we just get screwed. Because again, the companies run off with all the money and we are the ones that get screwed. Even if you're supporting a brand like Microsoft for years on end. Oh, you bought all these games on our ecosystem. Oh, you got all these models of the consoles. They don't care. Because they're, like you said, like Phil Spencer with the blank check. Like Phil Spencer with the blank check. It's like, do you really think these people care? Where it's like, at the end of the day.
McDonald's already is robots.
Yeah, it's basically turning into that.
Okay, the robots will probably do a better job than the fucking people that they hire.
I mean, shit.
I really think that McDonald's hires the people from the House of Ronald McDonald Foundation because nobody can take the fucking orders right.
Oh my God.
We went there.
Oh yeah.
You told me what you wanted. I was like, 12-piece McNuggets. 3 cheeseburgers? Okay. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We didn't even order.
It was like three of us there was like 3 or 4 of us in the car. It was very simple. I drove off the
line like a lunatic.
Yeah. That was the joke the whole weekend. You're like, forget this. And you just turned.
No, I said, Jesus fucking Christ. And I drove right off the line. And all you guys were in the car. Because we're like, 20-piece nuggets. The guy goes, okay, three 3 cheeseburgers? It's like, no. And then we're like, no, 20 nuggets. 2 large fries? And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. They drove right up the line.
But yeah,
They'll do better. RWK agrees. They'll do better.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays
with the gas.
Oh, go ahead.
Really, a shortage for unknown reason. Yeah, but Stevie Mac, that's always the problem with that.
These companies can control all that stuff. That's what we're getting to. It's like they always chalk it up to these, like, you know, these terms, these blanket terms, when in reality it's all just they have the control and we don't, and we always kind of get screwed.
We're in a recession, but my whole family and I just bought $1,500 iPhones, Anthony.
Right. Yeah.
And next year we're gonna get the newer ones for $2,500. It's bullshit. Everyone's full of shit.
Yeah, and again, we get screwed as customers because when you go into these, you know, companies that have been around for years, like Microsoft, and we've been in their ecosystem, like I said, we get screwed now because they're like, oh, you spent, you know, like Perry spent thousands of dollars on Series X's. Oh, well, they don't care. They don't care about that. They don't care. You know, and that's what it comes down to. At the end of the day,
Spencer even said in an interview, and I think it's on video, he would rather people not buy multiple consoles because he wants you to stay on the services. It's like, dude, go fuck yourself. I'm buying your machine. You're telling me that you'd rather not me buy the machines? What a fucking idiot.
Yep. Yeah, RWK makes a good point too. Yeah, it's all about the interest rates, the banks. Like, that's all. These companies can make so much money off that stuff. It's like and again, where's all this money going from Game Pass? Where's all this money going to? You know,
when you get a credit card in the small print that you can't read because you can't see it, it says, "Yeah, we'll give you this card for 19%, and then we can always jack up the rates however much we want." You get a card for like 19%, the card's fucking 44% in like 2 weeks after you get it.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, let's just you know, you'll just pay more because you're on it, you know.
Interest rates. Yeah, I mean, look, we're not the political complainers. We don't like to touch this stuff, but as far as like the basic stuff, like technology and stuff, like people are crying they have no money, but they're going out buying all these phones, and the corporations are robbing everybody.
Yeah, because the gaming industry is billions and billions and billions of dollars right now, right? So it's like this is a booming industry right now, as big as it's ever been, considering the news we're talking about.
Yeah, look at Grand Theft Auto 6. That's going to make a shit ton of money.
It's going to make a killing, and we're sitting here wondering, you know, well, now you got to get a PS6 Pro or a PS6 Pro, PS5 Pro.
We don't have a Whataburger.
We're not there yet.
We don't have those southern fucking chains over here.
No, we don't.
Not yet.
Not yet. But
Wendy's.
Yeah, like
when I used to eat Wendy's. You know, I loved Wendy's, Anthony, but every time I went there for a baked potato, they never fucking had any.
Yeah, Wendy's actually has some pretty good.
They got good food.
They got good fries too, because their fries now are like salted and shit. Like, they're better now.
Yes,
which is pretty good.
The Wendy's burgers, though, they're like catty patties.
Baconator's pretty good.
That's the bomb right there.
That's definitely the one. I do like the spicy chicken sandwich too. It's not bad.
The fucking Whopper from Burger King.
That's the best one, I think. That's the best fast food burger. If you're gonna go with a fast food burger, yep. Obviously, like, it's all crap food, but if you had to pick one, I would say Whopper. I would say Whopper, double quarter pounder, and then Baconator. Baconator could take the number 2 spot though.
Yeah,
that is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Because the Baconator just always seems fresh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very. Again, it's. I think the overall, you know, like how much money some of this stuff is going to make on, you know, on these these big games like GTA.
King, yes.
That's going to be it, man. Like, GTA 6 might be the next game that you get that's like, oh wow, this is like worth my time, because it's like, when's the last time you played something that was
GTA 6 might suck. You guys are all hyping that shit. It might come out to be the worst game ever made.
It could launch really bad, you know. Oh, dude, yeah. Like, you know, like if you have, you know, I don't know, like because that's supposed to come out, was it fall of 25, right? Could get delayed. The PS5 Pro is probably going to launch that same time, if not right around when it drops or before it drops.
PS5 Pro's coming out this year, buddy. What are you talking about?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if GTA comes out in 2025 or 2026, that's already
fuck Chick-fil-A. Come at me, bro. Fuck Chick-fil-A. I could make better chicken than them stupid motherfuckers over there.
Yeah, like
Chick-fil-A and Papa John's could go fuck themselves.
Jabba Pons?
I never had Papa John's, and I don't care. I don't care if Shaq works there. I don't care if Phil Spencer goes and works there. Fuck that place.
Yeah, the
Chick-fil-A
Whoppers.
sucks a big fat one too.
That doesn't surprise me if the Whoppers are smaller. You know, it's also, if you get double stuffed Oreos, they're not double stuffed anymore. You have to get the mega stuffed. Double stuffed Oreos are literally like normal Oreos.
Well, you get the mega stuffed and then you put them together, and then you have a really big.
Yeah, but if you buy double stuffed, it's literally just like an Oreo. It's just so wild to me.
Yeah,
like,
I know, because they changed everything now.
Yeah,
Listen to me. They used to have Chips Ahoy, well, the back was all chocolate with the swirls coming down the front.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? I haven't had those since I was a little kid. They canceled those. They discontinued them. Dude, they have like fucking like butt-flavored Oreos and
oh my God.
Chips Ahoy now.
Horrible.
You can't bring back the ones that I grew up with?
No, they have every other ugly or disgusting flavor under the sun, but they don't have...
Nabisco had cookies called Giggles. They were really cool, and they got rid of them.
I can see Sony bundle GTA 6. I mean, yeah, why not? If that's going to run your game, like, they
won't bundle it. They want more money.
I mean, that's Rockstar is not going to let that happen. They're going to want you to pay.
Unless they bundle it and charge an extra $75 or whatever. $50.
And look, there's going to be people that are going to spend the $130 edition of GTA, because why not, right?
Butterfinger BBs. Yes. Yo, they had Butterfinger BBs and they had Reese's Pieces. Butterfinger BB type candies. They got rid of those. They were just little balls and you put it in your mouth and they were soft and it would be like Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, there used to be the Cream Witches ones, the Chips Ahoy. Those are great. Those like 2001, 2002.
They brought Dunkaroos back, but they suck.
Yeah, they're not the same.
It's the real ones.
Yeah, the Chips Ahoy Cream Witches were ones I missed when I was a kid. They were really good. They had like the icing.
Yeah.
It was like a sandwich. It was like the icing in the middle, and then it was like two of them together. It was so good, and they discontinued it. I mean, that was like back in like I said, 2001, 2002. But they had the chocolate ones, they had the vanilla ones. It was good. An RE9 edition console. Well,
no, you're not going to get that. Sorry.
Unfortunately, we never got the only RE themed consoles at RPD Dreamcast and obviously this guy right here. It's not really an RE5 themed, but it's for RE5. It's just red. But we've never got like an actual design on a machine since that RPD Dreamcast, which is a shame. Because if there is a franchise to do it, it's Resident Evil.
Butterfinger like BBs, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bart Simpson. Yeah, I remember those. I remember those commercials. He was on the packaging too, by the way. In case you didn't know that.
I feel like candy stores still have the shark gummies.
Phil Spencer's gonna Dunkaroo and ran out. You're making me talk about this guy like he's gonna fight me or something. Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with this guy.
We're just really upset with the business choices that are being made. You know what I mean, by these people that run these companies, and that's what it comes down to. Like this whole year, from January till now, it's been nothing but just bad news. You know, for gaming a lot of time. Like there's some slivers of good stuff, but like I said, our name really stays true this year as far as, complaining about stuff. 11 years this month, the show turns, and now it's like it's funny because we were complaining 10 years ago about all the weird Xbox stuff that was going on, and here we are 11 years later talking about this Xbox stuff.
Oh, Phil Spencer getting called out big time. Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
I'll put the picture here. Everyone's calling him out for this quote. Yeah, he's done. They're done. They lost the count. This is like Sega with the Saturn. Saturn's not our future. This is it. This is their moment right now. There. One thing I won't do is push against creative aspirations for our teams. When teams like Rare want to do Sea of Thieves, when a team like Obsidian wants to do Grounded, when a team like Tango wants to do Hi-Fi, when everyone thought that they were probably doing Evil Within 3, I want to give the teams the creative platform to go and push their ability and their aspirations. Well, there you pushed them out, that's for sure. You didn't push them out in a positive way, but look at this. The internet's calling him out. Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go. He's got to go. Phil, you should go push out your aspirations, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ, this guy. What a dick. This is why people won't go out and buy a machine now, especially right here. The guy's a huge liar. He don't care. He's a multimillionaire. He don't care if we call him liars.
No, they don't give a shit. And again, they're not going to.
His fucking.
They're not going to change their
big
tune.
Big ass house and big ass bank account. He don't give a shit about us.
Yeah, he just extends his hand and a check appears. He doesn't really care, you know.
Another creepy corporation right there. Creepy? Greedy corporation. I see creepy corporation. Well, you know what I would say, everybody? If you like Xbox, go out and buy the Xbox 360. We have a console for you there.
Yeah, I guess 10 years ago, he was giving us a sign, right?
Get it JTagged.
Yeah, if you want a good console, just buy the Xbox 360. All right.
I have the Halo one coming in. Let me see if this guy shipped it yet. It's coming from Canada.
He extends something else in the YouTube. Oh my God. RWK is on fire today.
What's he saying? I'll read that 1 second. Track.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy hasn't shipped it yet.
Why is the poll saying fire Phil Spencer? Because it's time.
People have been saying this guy still hasn't mailed the console. He printed a shipping label. I should message him. Bro, I paid for this thing on the 4th.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna message him right now.
I'd be like, yo, what's up, man? Alchemist says Series S is my last Xbox. I will save for the 5 Pro. Yeah,
get the 5 Pro and a PC.
Yeah, you'll be set.
Hello.
They're pretty creepy too.
I paid 3 days ago, but the tracking shows no movement.
RWK says Hope Noof goes live tonight. He might. I think he might. Because he's been going live with some of this news.
Well, he's invited to come in here. He doesn't have. I don't think he has this Discord. But if he wants to come on, if you're in the chat, man, you want to come on for a few minutes, let us know. We'll get you.
Even if he jumped on, I mean, I know you already kind of have a full panel for Wednesday, but if he jumps on Wednesday, that would be a good one too.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Anybody.
I mean, look, more stuff might come out.
Anybody with that Discord, which he already has that one.
Yeah.
Anybody with that one can jump in. I don't care. We're good.
But more stuff might even come out between now and Wednesday because that's how this shit works, you know? Give me 1 second.
It's pathetic we have to fucking scream about these games. We should just be talking about how great the games are. Instead, we're fucking bitching about the people that are behind the scenes. Like, I just want to buy games and play them. And I can't do that if they don't release these stupid things. And they act stupid about it. I messaged this guy. Hopefully he ships my fucking machine out today. I've been waiting for this thing. How many of you guys feel betrayed in the chat room? You know what? I'll put a poll up for that. We got 16 votes saying he should be fired. Holy shit. I'm going to put another poll. Do you feel betrayed by Xbox? No, I'm going to put a real one on here. How about that? Let's gauge some feedback here. New poll is up. Yeah, but Sony does fucking stupid shit too. And Nintendo has done Michael Jackson bullshit in the last, like, 10 years. Sony's not setting the world on fire either. That's the problem. But I will say, go out and buy shit from them now. Again, they're not going to have any games until next year, so let's see. But it better be a good 2025, that's for sure. I'd rather buy an original Xbox than a Series X because at least the original Xbox has games. That's true. The original Xbox is good. The 360 was fucking the peak.
Yeah, Perry's been in his he's been in his hacking Xbox 360 Chronicles. That's what you should call those streams, like the the Perry Xbox 360 hacking fucking extravaganza or some shit.
Well, everyone thinks I'm fucking around with those streams, but those consoles are gonna be worth a shit ton of money.
No, like
they already are worth money.
I was gonna say you were already doing it, like, you know, when it's in demand. So, James, come on.
Xbox Showcase is gonna be awful. Well, you don't know that. We don't know that.
But I mean, look, it's going to be hard to get people excited.
It's
yes,
going
I
to be
do
great
think
for one
that.
reason. We're going to see what games are coming to PlayStation 5. That's the only good fucking thing about that showcase. So I'm excited for that.
Because it's still a new game. It just won't just be on Xbox.
Xbox is like AEW. They get in their own fucking way and they cause their own drama. Every fucking time. And if you call them out for it, you're a hater. No, you guys are fucking inept. Both companies. Because if you weren't inept, I wouldn't be calling you out.
Right.
Matrick really destroyed the Xbox, and Phil and the board killed it. Well, I think Don Matrick was aiming a little too high there. I mean, he was right about all that shit anyway, but
yeah,
it just wasn't the time to do it.
What, James?
But I will, on that documentary, that Red Ring documentary thing.
Yeah.
Don Matrick was interviewed, and his haircut was absolutely fucking horrible. The guy's a multimillionaire. It looks like
I remember that.
Cut his hair.
Yeah. What, James? What?
Did the guy become a monk or something? Looks like he's got a monk haircut in the fucking documentary. It's like, dude, you're a multimillionaire. Why are you rocking a look like that?
Yeah, like, who's your barber,
he looks like he's fucking homeless.
Who cuts your hair? Yourself?
Yeah. Why that guy? Maybe you lost another bet, this guy. Who knows?
Yeah.
Everything they show at the showcase will be on PC anyway, so I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason why it's not going to be a complete waste. Like, if Gears 6 comes out, we'll just play it on PC. Why are we even going to act like, you know, we're going to get it on console? Let's just be honest. Like, I'm a Gears fan. I'm going to play Gears no matter what happens with Xbox, but doesn't mean I have to play it on Xbox.
Well, you can't. It's going to run at 30 frames.
Well, we have to see if it comes out, Perry, okay? Because let's just, all I'm going to say, I'm going to say this right now.
With no date, and then they'll delay it, and then they'll delay it, and then they'll come out with the next Xbox or whatever they release, and it's like, I'm done with this shit.
I'm just going to say it right now. If they don't show Gears at this event, like, that's...
They're showing Gears.
I feel like they have to. Like, what else are you know what I mean?
It's a little too late, though. It's the end of the gen, and you're showing me a new Gears game? It's like Halo 5. We got it. What was it? 2 years in the Xbox One, and then that was it. It was the only Halo game we got. On Xbox
3
One. And
Gears
I don't count Master Chief because those games are out already.
Right. We got, if you want to count Judgment, we got 4 Gears games on the 360.
Yes. How many Halo games you got on Xbox 360?
And we got only 2 on Xbox One, because you can count 5.
Halo. How many Halo games did we get on Xbox 360? Like 8, 10, 12, 15?
So we got...
Stop me.
So we got Halo 3. We got ODST.
Got Reach.
We got Reach. We got the anniversary of 1. Right. And we got Halo 4. So that's 5.
And then you
5
got
Halo games.
Halo Wars and Halo Spartan Assault.
You're right. Halo Wars was 6.
Halo Wars 2 was Xbox One.
That was, I think the Spartan Assault was Xbox One. So maybe 3 on Xbox One if we're being generous, right? Or 2. Halo 5 and Halo Wars 2. Let me look this up because now I'm
Got
gonna be
Halo Wars
fucking
1 on
freaking out.
360.
Yeah, so
It didn't take 5 years to make those fucking games, now did it? No.
no. So yeah, so we had Halo. Okay, so Halo 1 and 2 were on the first Xbox. Halo 3, Halo Wars was 2009, Halo ODST was 2009, Halo Reach was 2010. Then we had the Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, which was 2011, and then Halo 4 was 2012, and then Spartan Assault was actually on the 360 and the 1. That was kind of like a hybrid in between, like,
Right.
gen. So you basically had, and then we get to the Xbox One gen, and it's what the fuck Spartan Strike?
I have no idea. You're
It's
supposed to tell me.
It's apparently it's a successor to Spartan Assault. So there you go. So you have Spartan Assault, Spartan Strike, Halo 5. And then Halo Wars 2 came out in 2017 on the Xbox One. So if we're being generous, I would say maybe including MCC, but like you said, they were really, redone. But let's be honest, most Halo fans go back and play MCC to this day. So I feel like MCC is the definitive
like the top game on
release.
Steam.
Yeah. So if we're really being generous, Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike I'll count as one, because I think Spartan Strike is like an expansion of that or an actual game. Yeah, it looks like it's just an actual game, so it does follow it up.
Xbox, so, gonna take trade-ins for like $50 because Microsoft was selling them for $149, the Series X on Woot last month. Woot got them directly from Microsoft for $149. So the box ain't worth shit. Like, we could say we're gonna sell our Xboxes, but we're not gonna get much money for this stuff. Unless you could go on Marketplace and bang them out for like $300. So
yeah, I mean, these are like, if you really count in mainline Halo games, like it was just one on the Xbox One.
Yeah, it was 5.
And then Halo Infinite is technically on the one, but it's a series game, and that's like a mainline. So between 2015 and 2021, we got a sequel to Halo, one sequel. Halo Wars 2 was in between that, and then some like Halo Recruit and Fireteam Raven, but those were just expansions of, I guess, Halo Wars or whatever they were doing before. So literally, Halo Infinite is like the Halo on this console, and that's it. And that's what we're left with.
That's all you're
now, some people like Halo Infinite now. I get this. Like, I still go back and play.
It's a fun game, but it's just there wasn't enough content to keep you on there.
Yeah, it wasn't launched properly,
no.
Which is a common theme nowadays in 2024, which isn't, we don't like to say that, but it is. Didn't launch complete.
What fucking killed Xbox One, what killed Series X was the fact that it did not launch with Halo. You know what I mean? Like, that was
a big deal. When that got delayed, man,
that was a
big
huge
deal.
red flag. And then when it came out, we were like, okay, whatever. And then they just never kept up with it. They lied about the content that was coming out. It never was in development. Again, They just kept saying shit to keep you on there. Why? If you're going to be good at lying, fucking be good at it. They were not good at it.
Yeah, and that delay was like, we even said like that. I think that was like the very like start of like, what are you doing? Because when they showed that E3 thing or whatever it was like, when the meme started.
Right.
That was the beginning of the end, I think, for Xbox, to be honest with you, because your poster boy is gone. You got this Craig thing that is actually being there, because Xbox loves this. They always like to make jokes and like, oh, it's funny. Yeah, let's make these fridges. Let's do these things. And then 343 did the same shit. They're like, oh, like Craig, like we're going to use that and make it like, we're going to make fun of it now. We're going to poke fun at ourselves. And it's like, you realize that that's coming at your game design, right? Like, you realize that because of, riding around scooters, ordering Chinese food on the route, whatever you're doing, wasting time, Halo Infinite didn't come out with the Xbox. That would have sold so many more consoles. It would have been actually released complete, but instead, people look at your gameplay, literally make fun of you for it, and say, Craig, it looks like shit. What are we looking at? This does not look like Halo. And He's an Easter egg in the game. That's not funny. That showed the downfall of not only Halo, but I'm telling you, the Xbox, man. That was the beginning of the end. When they didn't launch that with this console, that was it, man. We were like, yo, that's fucked.
That was the first red flag.
That was really the first trip up on themselves over this whole thing. We didn't think it was going to get that
bad, but it got worse.
We thought they were going to reel it back in. Oh, they released the multiplayer for free, a month early. Oh, that's cool. All right, well, you're only going to play, so many maps in the first 2 or 3 seasons. And it's like, well, dude, like that's when you keep your players, right?
Yeah.
Like PvP was very fun. The gameplay was smooth. It ran at a smooth 60. It did run very well. The graphics were improved from the original first trailer. It wasn't anything crazy. Like the open world structure and graphics didn't blow my mind. Like, oh my God, look how many trees and mountains there are. That's all it was. It wasn't really like vibrant like the other Halos where you had a lot more dynamic maps, in my opinion. As far as the PvP, I thought it was very well done. I just didn't think that there was enough meat on the bone for maps, for split screen being there from day one.
Yeah,
campaign co-op being
5.
there.
Remember that?
Yeah.
We won't be like Halo 5. Let's switch.
Yeah. Oh, we promised we're going to add it there. It's going to be one of our...
If you glitch the fucking program, you could get it in, but... Horrible.
Yeah. It's like we basically just, waited around for that. And then when the campaign came out, it was kind of lackluster. I kind of want to go back and still play it because now it's co-op. So it's like you can play it with friends, play it on Legendary. Just because I'm curious to see, like, things I missed, collectibles and stuff like that. I still give things a chance. I'm not completely like, I'll never play it again. But it didn't have that punchy...
It's good. I got my Nerf gun in that game.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, we were promised Lone Wolf, Tatanka, all this bullshit. And none of it was even true. We got to confirm from them. And then when Bonnie Ross got fired, I know they said she left.
Yeah, all that stuff happened too. Yeah, yeah.
It came out from the people that took over that stuff was never being worked on. So they lied. Again, anything to keep us on Game Pass. Or in their ecosystem. What are you fucking doing? Like, for real. So, I don't know, man.
And again, and I'm not trying to sound, like selfish or whatever with the timing, because I know, it was during the picnic and everything with Infinite, but at the same, because that's when they delayed it. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Like, that shit should have still been ready by 2020 in terms of like before any of that stuff happened. If it was actually supposed to come out when it was really going to come out in November, before the picnic even happened, that game should have been close to done.
Right.
Close to done. Like that's my point. I understand things happen and like we were at the state that we were in. And during that summer of the picnic was when they pushed it back. But I will say this, it should have been fucking ready by then. Early 2020, they should have had something that did not look like what we got in that first trailer that caused all the memes. Because when we saw that, that's when everything became, a joke. Yeah. Everything became a joke after that. It was a punching bag. And then next thing you know,
that they didn't know what they didn't know.
He's off the box. He's not on the box anymore. Like it was like the curtain fell and they were like, yeah, let's put him let's put him away. We got to put Master Chief away for a while. And it's like, why? Like he was the selling point.
It's like what Sega did. Sonic was like barely on the Saturn. And their whole thing was, well, we want Saturn to have its own identity without Sonic. It's like, bro, he's your guy. You need Sonic. They pushed Bug 2, Clockwork Knight. They pushed all these mascots. And they didn't focus on Sonic. And that's why people went to Sega for Sonic. He was the anchor. You need Master Chief. You need Gears of War to be the anchors for the Xbox. Those are the fucking games you need to keep making. And they don't get the memo. They're the only motherfuckers that don't get the memo. Even Sony, yeah, we want them to bring the old games back, the old IPs. but they're still sticking with their branded IPs.
Yeah.
So, Nintendo. I mean, they release all these Mario games every fucking year because Mario is what anchors people to the machine. When you don't do that, I mean, you have to respect the characters and all that shit. When you don't do that, people are done. That's why they came. You don't go to McDonald's, Anthony, for the fucking soup. You go to McDonald's for the French fries.
Right.
You go to Burger King for the burgers.
Yeah.
If Burger King said, "Yeah, we're going to sell the Whopper at McDonald's now," you're going to be like, "Well, why the fuck am I coming to Burger King?"
Yeah, you lost me.
I can get the fries and the burgers there.
Yep.
So it is what it is. They just told everyone to go buy fucking play in January. It just started. They told everyone, "Yeah, just go buy a PlayStation," and that was it. And they're still telling you that. So yeah, I'm gonna look forward to the showcase, see what PlayStation games they're gonna put on.
Yeah, because apparently, like I said, it's coming next week.
I guarantee you, it's gonna be announced for PlayStation 5, and Gear 6 will be day and date on Xbox and PlayStation, guaranteed. How crazy would that be?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, maybe before you guys go live Wednesday, they'll actually have a date. If not, maybe after the show, and it's supposed to be next week. So I'm not trying to put false info out there. All of the video game sites that you would have never thought would mention a rap beef between two rappers literally had to mention it because that's the source.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's very interesting that, like, it's just funny, basically. I know people in the chat don't care about that stuff, but I'm just saying that's how we got it confirmed through another industry that isn't even gaming that this is happening. So it's kind of funny.
Right.
Because it is a pretty big rap beef, like in the history of rap beefs. This is pretty big. And of course, PlayStation news comes out.
Rap beef? Okay, who is it? You said Drake?
It's Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
But it has nothing on the old school rappers, Biggie and Tupac.
Nothing on Biggie and
nothing
Tupac.
On them.
Nothing. You know why? That. Both motherfuckers got shot. Okay? That's why.
I mean, shit got real, but at the same time...
Drake fucking around like he's 25 years old when he's like 85 years old.
And they got nothing on those old school rappers. It was actually a coastal beef between like all rappers were actually again, like it was like, yo, you're from this area, screw you. Yep. Like that was that has nothing on this.
Fucking pretty boys. Ooh, who's gonna get laid more?
Yeah,
like, that's the beef.
Yeah. That's essentially it's the modern pop and rap.
It's all fake shit because it's all promoted. It's like boxing matches.
Yeah, exactly. Because keep in mind, like, you
don't think Mike Tyson's going to lose to this idiot? Yes, he's going to lose. They're going to pay him a shit ton of money to go down because they're going to make more money with that guy than they would with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, they collaborated with each other on an album back in 2012. They've done songs with each other before, and they probably will again when this is done.
Shit, just to get the internet to buy their shit.
Yeah, but
that's fine. That's marketing.
That's marketing, and guess what? From this marketing, we got because of it, basically because of this PlayStation event. This, like I said, Kendrick can't drop this song or album that he wants till after this event. So that's why we actually got it confirmed.
What is it, the soundtrack for Jumping Flash? What the fuck is this guy dropping?
I don't know. I don't know. It maybe has something to do with the other stuff that's going on, like in that corner, But I couldn't tell you. I mean, the event.
Maybe. He's gonna rap about, I'm playing Xbox games on PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's why they gotta wait.
Let me see here. Yeah. That's kind of what we're hearing. And of course, a lot of people want to see Silent Hill 2, Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater. So that could all happen. But yeah, you guys will be talking about that.
Yeah, the three of us are going to be in the same room for that. Oh, no, not for that event, but so are we covering this PlayStation thing? Or are you busy or what? You're not going to be around, right?
Well, if it's going to be next week, I will be back because I'm coming back Sunday night. So I should be back around. Yeah. So I could live stream it, or we could co-stream it, or whatever we could do. Whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Keanu Reeves knows Sandra Bullock and him would knock it out of the freaking park with Speed 3. Sandra Bullock says, before I die, before I leave this planet, I want it that Keanu and I need to do something in front of the camera. And yes, we already know. In a wheelchair? What? Or with walkers, maybe. Little scooters at Disneyland. I don't feel like there's... Yeah, they want to do Speed 3. They should just retcon fucking Speed 2. That shit was stupid.
Yeah.
Everyone was in the movie except for Keanu. Horrible fucking movie. Let me send you guys this. I found this crazy thing on here. Any questions in the chat before we wrap it up? This guy's gonna go stream in a few minutes. Why don't you drop the link to your stream so people can go over there?
Yeah. I'm just checking on this thing real quick, trying to see if
see if there's any final tweets, like any final crazy tweets.
Probably don't have to look far for this.
Oh.
See, latest. Seeing. Someone says, okay, I love this. Seeing so people that are saying Phil should step down, I think that's complete nonsense. There wouldn't be any Xbox today without him.
Who wrote that?
Yes. This person named Larson.
Yeah. Good for him.
Without him, and he has just done one of the biggest acquisitions in history.
Okay, listen to me. Listen.
That's crazy. That's the first person I'm seeing defend on here. That's nuts.
Well, he's the only idiot. That's why. Listen. If Phil Spencer is on his boat in the middle of nowhere and there's a woman drowning in the ocean and he goes, hang on, lady, and he throws a life preserver, but he doesn't stop the boat to pick her up. He just keeps going. Yeah, he saved that lady, technically. But he also didn't. So yeah, you saved Xbox, and what did you do with it? You just took a dump on it.
Yeah, you basically just crapped all over it. That's amazing. Wow. He's serious. This guy is actually serious.
Well, he's a fucking idiot. That's
Xbox doesn't make physical games anymore. Phil Spencer fired the physical games department. I like how that's just like a tweet.
What does that have to do with anything? Everything's
fuck Matt Booty, and especially fuck Phil Spencer. You have failed the Xbox brand.
They have.
Phil Spencer too. What has he done now? Some of these pictures are just fucking hilarious.
What has he done?
I truly hate how. Yeah, what has he done? I truly hate how fast pop culture turns on people. Phil Spencer, Jeff Keighley, Helldivers, CDPR, BioWare. There's so many
maybe because
examples.
all those places did stuff wrong.
There's so many examples of of that show. We truly live in an age where you could be the hero today and become the villain tomorrow. No one is immune.
He's the villain. He fucking robbed everybody and lied to everybody.
Yeah. This guy says, I think Phil Spencer's a ghoul, but I don't really think people understand.
People's parents and they would still love this guy. It's like Tony Khan. This guy could fucking destroy everything. Oh no, he's still good. Like, no, he's not. He's stupid. Yeah, leave. I see you guys coming and leaving. I said Phil Spencer sucks and 3 people left. Good. Keep leaving. Phil Spencer sucks. Big fat ones.
Big ones.
Gigantic ones. Gigantic.
Now,
that game that we played on Xbox One, the demo, it's not even out yet.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gigantic. Nobody even cares. Hope Sony drops that date tonight. I would do it if I were
I
them.
would do it
I would totally
tonight.
drop it.
Tonight, tomorrow, like the latest, but tonight would have been like.
I would drop that bomb and then also drop, hey, we're hiring. Mom, come pick me up. They're talking bad about Phil Spencer. Hey, you keep defending Xbox. What was that guy's name? Keep defending Xbox because when there's not one left,
Lizen or Lee Eisen, I don't even know what the hell.
Visor?
Lizen with an L, like a
Liza
loser.
Minnelli?
Yeah.
Nelly Vanelli? That Ric Flair photo and the thumbnail is hilarious. Lion Phil Spencer. Never thought I would say that. Lion Phil Spencer. He was supposed to buy all these studios so they can make more games. Instead, he's buying all the studios and shutting them down. Well, I guess we know where he'll end up after all this. He'll end up at EA.
Yeah. Fucking EA.
He'll end up over there.
So I know what we could do. So for the PlayStation event, we can do the simul cast so it could stream to both channels. So we could do it through StreamYards.
Yeah, but you got to pay for that, or I'm gonna have that duck on that thing.
Well, that's the way you could do it because Restream.
If that fucking duck wasn't on there, I'd be like, all right.
Unfortunately, the duck might make an appearance. But I'll have to see because that's the only way we could do because Restream you could stream to multiple channel or multiple platforms, but I don't think it does multiple channels. If I'm wrong about that, someone correct me. But
even from Star Wars sold his Even Grand from Star Wars sold his Xbox, and he's an idiot. Grand's an idiot. Yeah, we got the next show next week. PlayStation 5 Pro is $399, and we're hiring.
I got okay.
What?
I got the solution. So that's what I did before when we did it. That's why when we did it through StreamYards before. I don't know if you remember, but it didn't have a logo on it because I just paid the membership for the month and then just canceled. So I'll just pay the $20 and then it won't have a logo on our screen. And it's just a monthly thing and I can cancel. Because I never use Streamlabs unless it's like something like this, where it's like we both want to stream it, but like both the channels get the stream. And it just makes sense because...
Didn't we just do a PlayStation event on their channel once?
We did, but like, if you wanted to do it on both, and then we were both on it, that's a way we can do it. And it's not going to like mess with it like, oh, this person's taking your content. It's like we both...
Who the fuck's going to be in my chat? They're all going to be in your chat anyway. So maybe we should just do it on yours. I don't know.
That's up to you. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to take away a stream from, it's just if there is any kind of like RE stuff.
The only thing about your chat is all these Sony pony guys are going to be like, oh, PlayStation's so great. And it's like, oh, I got to look at this shit all day.
I mean, that's fair. But I mean, at the same time, if you wanted, I mean, we could do it solo too. That's, you know what I mean?
Not do it solo. We usually do it here.
Well, a lot of these events we usually don't do in person. The Sony ones or the ones over online, like the developer direct and shit. The Sony ones were never together in May. They always go in May and do shit in May, like or April or like they always, February. There's February ones sometimes, like the fall ones that like the one that when Separate Ways was announced.
I'll just come to your channel. How about that?
It's whatever you want to do.
I'll go to your channel. This way it's easier. You don't have to pay for anything, and that's it. Pay for that shit when it matters. This doesn't matter. It's a Sony event. Who cares?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying it's, that's the only way to like do a simul, because people do that a lot where they do the simulcast, but it ends up being archived on both channels. So they both have
WWF and WCW, the simulcast.
Yeah.
Wesson says Tim Dog got a PS5 and the PSVR 2. I saw that.
Yeah.
And by the way, he kind of warned everybody and nobody listened to him. So shout out to him. That Ric Flair photo, the thumbnail is hell. Yeah. Well, that's him from the Final Nitro, buddy. Any questions before we go? This guy's got a stream, so he's already late. I want the new iPad Pro, then fucking buy it. Go out and spend the fucking $18,000 it costs, and then complain about how you have no money left.
Jesus.
Do it. Buy it. Buy it, and then when they release one next year, go out and buy that one, and then the one after that, buy that one. They're not even doing the M3 chip. They're doing the M4, man. They're skipping right over. But RE4 Remake is still locked at 30 on the iPad. Sucks. What's his channel? Oh, you fucking serious? Anthony, what's your channel?
I'll post a link in the chat, but it's Let's Talk Resident Evil, but I'll post the link right here.
Wesson, subscribe to Anthony. I'm on there every once in a while.
And you can also click my name there, but I don't know if it lets you because I'm a mod, but whatever. Click my name, click the link, same thing.
Can we talk about something very important before we leave?
Yeah.
I hate when people say quick. Quick the wink. It's click the link. Not quick the link or quick the wink. It's click, not quick. Okay?
Did I accidentally say quick? I meant to say
no,
quick.
Not you.
Oh.
But this happens on YouTube all the time. And then
they say quick the link?
Quick the wink. Quick the wink below. It's like click the link, not quick the wink.
Yeah, I don't say
wink. It drives me fucking crazy, these people with their accents. And then you hear the little fuck. I'm listening to something, and you keep hearing the click, and then the bell, the cowbell. And I'm like, can we stop doing this shit?
Oh, the ding ding, ding ding, yeah, that
and
shit.
It's not even a click. It's not even a cowbell. It's like a gas pump. Sometimes.
It's because some people use those like generic like overlays that have sounds with them.
Don't forget to subscribe and click the wink on the way out.
Click the wink. That's amazing.
No, it's
I never heard that.
Frank got it.
I believe it, but I just never heard it.
Because people don't know how to talk, Anthony. It drives me nuts. Look, I don't know how to talk either, but come on.
Yeah, we stumble over our words from time to time, but still, we're not like, we don't say stuff that wrong.
Not quick to wink.
Click that link. Smash that like button.
If you're quick to wink.
The winky winky.
Ooh. That's what he wrote. Let's see what this poll says before we leave. 82% says he should be fired. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 82% feel like they're betrayed by Xbox. It's 11 votes. That's crazy. I'll do one more poll, and then we're going to leave. It's not like Daffy Duck when you say that. Yeah, it's true.
Click the link.
Start a poll. Will you buy the next Xbox and hope to
So 81% of people says they feel betrayed. 18% says no by Microsoft. Just want to read those results out loud so people see it if they don't see it in the archive. But I'm sure the percentage online is also, a lot more higher. And then you have a couple people that are still trying to defend the actions of them.
There you go. Final poll before we leave.
Wow. Damn. Well, I guess we'll see that.
I don't think the audience knows what they want. What kind of poll is that? That's to weed out the fanboys.
Well, people that didn't want to listen to this, they turn it off already,
Well, that's the problem. They're going to turn it off until there's no Xbox left. And then they're going to be like, oh my God, what happened to Xbox?
Yeah, all of our regulars are here, so I'm not worried about it. I don't care.
Will you buy the next Xbox and hope to sleep with Phil Spencer? That's what the poll is. Yes.
Please answer now. So far, 25%, or I'm sorry, 30% yes, 70% no. 17 people in here, but only 10 votes. So there's still 7 of you out there. Go on your phone if you're listening. Go on your computer and vote. Phil Spencer can't wait all night.
He can wait because he's put no statement out.
Oh, yeah,
he made
right.
us wait
yeah,
2 weeks for that other thing. Where's the I don't know button? Microsoft doesn't know either. Yeah, that's true. That's actually a very good point, Back from the Dead.
Yeah, they don't know.
Did you see Back from the Dead's icon? It looks like it's Leon being pulled into a grave.
Oh, yeah. He actually put that in my Discord back when I think he got it done. And yeah, that's cool. That's some cool artwork.
Imagine we put tons of porn into Discord. And he didn't say anything because he didn't want to offend him.
Oh, man. Hopefully I have moderators that would clap that, though, before...
Yeah, but he puts the Capcom Creators Club on the picture.
Oh, man.
So they leave it in there. It's cool. Anthony and I are good friends.
It's cool.
I have his phone number. I'm allowed to post this here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then he wonders why it's removed. He's like, what is that? Why is it removed?
It's cool. That's funny.
62% say no, 38% says yes.
Remember when they said they learned from canceling Lionhead? Well, Phil Spencer's going to get the brunt of it today because Twitter, it's only 1:45 p.m. Eastern. It's not even like 3 p.m. like their time. This guy's going to get cooked all fucking day online.
I really want the Sony event to get announced by tonight. Oh my God.
We're going to find out in another hour and 15 minutes if they announce it.
Yeah.
Jay Williams is the graphic god. You could get your own made at Xbox Gamer Pick. That guy's going to have to change his website soon to just gamerpicks.com.
Yeah.
Or
that's awesome.
jwgamerpicks.com.
Well, it looks like 62% of people say no.
Listen, get that guy to draw Phil Spencer climbing out of the grave. Instead of Leon, just have him replace Leon with Phil Spencer.
And then it should say, is Fable out yet?
The tombstone will say, rest in peace, Fable.
Yeah. It's all possible.
And the balls to push the controller to feel the burn. Yeah, they already edited that.
Dude, that is so crazy.
Sony can finish them off. Just announced the showcase today.
Yeah.
Imagine
the pro's already gonna, do them in anyway, but that would be...
Imagine if they announced the showcase today for Friday. Holy shit.
That would be nuts.
Holy shit. They are dead. They're dead. He hosts the Retro Renegades. That'll be on later time. Well, tell him tonight. Be like, yo, can you draw me Phil Spencer? Can you just replace Leon with Phil Spencer? If he's a fanboy guy, he'll probably be
kind of looks like an Eric Bischoff knockoff. Just tell him that. Like, describe Phil Spencer to him like that, and just be like, all right, and then he'll have some inspiration to kind of draw him up.
Can we get Eric Bischoff real quick on the screen just so people know what the fuck is going on? Then we'll get out of here for real.
People that don't know who that is are like, who the fuck's Eric Bischoff?
Bro, that's Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer ripped this guy off. And
ripped
Bischoff
off his
sues everybody.
style.
I'm shocked he didn't sue him. What?
No, I'm just saying it's just funny that he ripped off his style.
He ripped everything off. Motherfucker looks like him. Well, I mean, they used to call him ATM Eric because he used to take all of Ted Turner's money, but...
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Hey. That's the controller. Where is this thing saved? Give me the screenshot, my man. What are you doing?
RWK says, but Perry, what if the studio workers weren't worth a damn and they cleaned house?
They probably weren't, but still. I mean, if you're trying to sell people on buying your next console in your showcase, you're not firing everybody. There he is. There's Phil Spencer.
Gotta
That's
wait for
him.
it to show up on my end. Oh, there it is. That's it. He
Bro,
ripped
how
off
do you
his
rip off a
fashion.
guy that lost? Well, I guess, right? Because he lost $80 million in 1 year, this guy Bischoff.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you rip him off. Let me just do this. Damn, that's Phil. Whoa, 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 whoa. RWK, if you got the balls, man, you should just go in that guy's chat and tell him that.
Yeah.
Just see what happens. You get banned instantly.
Immediately.
I don't know who this RWK guy is. Well, now you guys are going to see which Xbox podcasters are going to be like kissing their butt, or if they're actually going to hold their feet to the fire with this one. That's going to be the difference now. Phil Spencer walks out on stage to rock. He might as well.
Yeah.
They should fucking Kevin Nash should power bomb him through the fucking table.
Try to slam his fucking his head in shape for this fucking company.
New Genshin when it's this year isn't. I don't fucking know. I don't play Genshin Impact.
I'm not sure.
It's free to play. Who gives a shit? Play the other one until the wheels fall off, I guess. I'm still paying you $100 or a little higher to play Genshin sometime. $100?
He's saying he's gonna donate the cheddar to make you play it.
If $100 is involved, I'll play it.
I think that's what he's saying. He's like,
I think Karai's a woman. Unless it's a man.
okay.
I don't know.
It's hard to tell with the
Karai is
gamer
usually
picture.
a woman's name.
Or it's some anime name. That's there's
Shredder's
no in between.
Name, by the way.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, huh? Heroes in a Half Shell. That's it. No other crazy tweets, huh?
Nothing from Wario that I see here either, but
So Phil lied. A while back he said Tango Gameworks is fine. They hired more folks, and guess what? A year later it's closed. Not a good look, man. Talk that talk. It's Mike Mullis talking to this guy. Yeah, I'm glad that everyone's holding them accountable.
And Sony's trending too, so there you go.
Yeah, because people are switching. That's it. Like, it's done. Like, you just killed your brand. Microsoft does everything to kill their fucking brand. Hey, guys, you want to go out and fucking shoot Xbox again? Yeah, let's go take it outside and shoot it. Great.
So Phil Spencer might be the worst leader in the gaming industry.
Their
Holy
corporate
shit.
greed has destroyed this platform and the community. It's crazy.
Someone said 4 studios and he gets to keep his job.
Exactly.
See that, but that's why that guy that was defending it, he's getting so butthurt on here because he's like, oh, why are people saying he should get fired? He shouldn't get fired. It's like, what do you mean? Like, what?
He should get fired.
He's made every wrong decision. What? It's okay if Jim Ryan gets fired and all these other people, but like, you know, he can't get fired for the shit that he's done. Like, nah, dude, you got to hold him accountable.
The Japanese would have totally fucking fired Phil Spencer.
Oh, dude, long time ago.
If he worked for Sony, he would have been out of there. He probably would have been out of there just for mentioning Game Pass. Yeah, we should do this thing called Game Pass. Leave.
Leave now.
The Dudleys are coming to WWE 2K24 on May
Really?
15th. In the Punk pack. I think CM Punk is also in that pack.
Hopefully Bubba has a shirt that can fit him.
They're the Dudley boys from ECW. So
yeah.
They're actually Dudleys. Yeah, what the fuck was that? He was the referee? Look like shit.
Yeah. It's like, dude, come on. Is that the only shirt they had? They definitely should have had different size. I'm not trying to come at the guy, but
like he looked like
yeah.
one of those old fucking referees. He didn't even, it's not like he looked like a wrestler that was a referee. He just looked like a referee.
At least Jim Ryan was like, listen, chaps, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm out. Yeah, he was like, yo, I'm peacing out. Like, this is it. He knew when to call it in.
Well, Microsoft doesn't need Manscaped 4.0. What? Because they have no balls. That's true.
Well, there you go. That's a good one.
Xbox is dead. MS Games is on life support. Yeah, they're done. Tango was never fine. It wasn't. I thought Hi-Fi Rush did good, and I thought
yeah, I mean, I like Evil Within.
Ghostwire. Yeah, Ghostwire 2 was in development. What happened now? That's done. No more.
Yeah, I feel like anything that was planned by them is not.
Elder Scrolls 6. Who cares? It's multiplat.
Well, Bethesda's working on that anyway.
That's going to be multiplat. They're putting all their games on PlayStation. That's why Tim Dog ran out and got liberated and bought a PlayStation. Can't blame him. I played Helldivers on that thing. It's fun. I got the headset right here for PlayStation. These were $70 on sale. I grabbed them. Fuck it, man. I'm going back to where games are. I'm tired of talking bad about these companies. I just want to play games. And the only way to play games is to fucking have them come out. Xbox, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Their games are coming out on PC. I'll play them on PC. I'm done. I'm so tired of this shit with them.
Elder Scrolls 6 is probably just starting development. They announced it years ago.
But it'll probably get canceled. They'll probably close down fucking Bethesda next.
Yeah, Todd Howard's knee deep in Indiana Jones, so
he's knee deep in Phil Spencer's fucking lap.
Yeah, but that doesn't have a date anyway, as far as Elder Scrolls. So
I'm ending the poll. Yes or no? Vote now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can't do the horn.
60% no. Hope to sleep with Phil Spencer and buy the next.
Yes. Yeah, who are these mutants that said yes? Might have to get the Sentinel in the chat room.
Max says, I wonder how many Hi-Fi Rush sales are now after it went to Sony. It was over 2 million beforehand. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Look, you could look it up probably. It's been out on PlayStation for, I think, a month now. This guy Anthony is kissing his cats. What the hell is this guy doing?
I was blowing my nose, but yes, my cat is very attention starved right now. What?
Good. I wish that guy was live. Well, the minute you go in there, he's gonna ban you. I'm gonna super chat. Oh shit!
Yeah, then he has to read it.
He has to read it. You know what? I'm not reading that. You just spent your money, stupid.
Yeah, that's probably something that he would say.
You know, you need like 10 people to spam super chat saying shit like that. And then he really has to read it.
What do they call it? Like a raid, when people raid your stream. Yeah. You got to go in there and raid the stream, like a line of us just super chat and just all say like shit, you know what I mean? Just be like, oh my god, like thank you guys for coming in, and it's like that's all we super chat.
They're gonna have to do so much to make me want to buy another system. Nah, I'm done, man. I'm done.
Yeah, I think the writing's on the wall for sure. It has.
You can't trust them anymore. This is like Sega with the Saturn. The Saturn's not our future. Then everyone that bought a Saturn got fucked. Only, I'll be honest with you, Sega actually put a shit ton of Saturn games out. The only drama was, it's like, are people going to stay on the Saturn for like a year and a half and then go to Dreamcast or what? Or 3 years. It was 3 years because the Dreamcast in Japan came out in 98. And I guess the Saturn was 94 in Japan. So less than a generation of a console. The Saturn was still fucking great, man. Still a great machine. At least it gave you games. This thing was just a turd from day one. We didn't know it. We thought it was going to be really good, and we got fucked. Now you guys know if this ever happens again, let them wait for you next time. If it's so fucking good, you hold back and wait.
Yeah, we just $5 super chat the same message. Yeah.
That's okay. RWK has like 10 accounts. He'll get away with it.
Yeah. He's got it.
All right, we got to end this because Anthony really has to stream right now on his channel, so I don't want to hold him up any longer. I held him up for half an hour here, but
It's all good. We had to do it, you know.
I want to thank you guys for jumping in and watching. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Anthony will not be on the show because he's going on vacation, but we will have Anthony's brother Nick on tomorrow night. He'll talk about Call of Duty and stuff like that and all this news. I'm sure more is going to break tonight.
Yeah.
Jace will be on from Cheap Pop. And Frank and Fred and myself will be on. So you're going to have 5 fucking people. And again, if anybody wants to come on, Noof Nukem, Mental, any of these guys want to pop in, Axel, you have the Discord. Just jump in whenever you want. You guys can jump on. So it's going to be a stack show tomorrow night. And that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah. Looking forward to listening to it. I'll probably listen to it on the trip because by the time I wake up to start driving, it'll probably be done. So I'll be able to listen to it back.
Will Jesus be on? Oh, you mean Jesus? Jesus. Jesus, if he wants to come on, he could come on. But I'm not talking about AEW tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a heavy Xbox show again, like on top of all the other news between Helldiver news and everything else. So
Jesus just needs to be like these Xbox fanboys and just fucking admit that AEW sucks. Okay, that's it. Hey, I'll have Jesus and Jesus on. They both want to come on, man.
That would be a good roundtable.
I don't know how I'm going to get the Discord link to the other guy, but it's open.
Door is open.
All right, we're out of here. Anthony, I'll see you in a few minutes on your stream.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, good show, everyone. Thanks for coming in.
Great chat.
And, yeah, we had to talk about it. It was literally breaking this morning, so we always jump on this stuff when it breaks if we're around. So it worked out.
Kenny Omega Pass.
Forever.
All right, we'll catch you guys.
All right, guys.